Hey, good morning, you guys. I'm going to start giving, I came on a little early. I'm going to give everybody else the opportunity to start coming into the room, okay? How's everyone doing on this Sunday morning? I see the Black Barbie, Rita Wilson. I see both of the Dianes. I see Weeby, Lil Mama, Chocolate, New to You. I'm going to wait and start letting other people get the notifications, okay? We're going to start letting other people get the notifications. It's a nice Sunday morning. It is. It's a nice Sunday morning. But y'all know the weather is very bipolar. Hey, DC King. How's everybody doing this morning? It is very easy to get sidetracked. DC Kings, G Money 69. Okay. We're going to just let people get the notifications. That's what we're going to do. That's right. You have to be great. We have to be great. He said, I finally got a live. Okay, get a membership. As a matter of fact, I still got some information put into the membership. Can y'all drop the link for my membership into the chat? I'm doing good, Chocolate. Thank you, Cordero. I appreciate that so much. I do. I appreciate that so much. Okay. Um, what you do is, in order to get a membership, go to click on the membership link. Click on the membership link and then click which membership you want. I always encourage people to get the platinum membership. You guys, please like, share, and subscribe. If you find yourself unsubscribed, please resubscribe again because people have been complaining of being unsubscribed. Someone has hired a hacker and has been unsubscribing my people. Okay, I've even had people that has been unsubscribed in the membership. So make sure you resubscribe if you've been unsubscribed. I saw another vlogger complaining about the same thing. Double tap. So now when they get mad at you, they're hiring hackers to unsubscribe your people. That's a crime. Um, hey, Miss Ramona. I wanted to give a few more people the opportunity to tap in. I want to give a few more people the opportunity to start tapping in. I know some people are still asleep or they're in church. Hey, Auntie, how you doing? I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good this morning. I wanted to talk about, you guys, don't let the devil steal your joy. You have to keep going and being great. Okay, you have to keep going and being great. Um, I wanted to start it off. I was thinking about, when I got up this morning. When I get up, every morning when I get up, I always meditate. I always start meditating because it helps me to um, put things into perspective, right? When I start to meditate and pray. And I know some people say that they meditate and pray like at night when they get ready to go to bed, which is good, but for me, meditation and prayer is constant, right? All like during the day, all day, every day, it is constant that I meditate and pray, right? Especially with the type of work that I do, just in your daily life when you're dealing with a lot of people, dealing with a lot of different people, a lot of different spirits and things of that nature. It is mandatory that you meditate and you pray, right? It is just, I don't know, it helps me, it helps to keep me aligned, it helps to keep me balanced. And that's why I've gotten to the point where my spirit is not tolerant of any heaviness, of anything chaotic. When I start to feel like my vibrations start to feel things going left, I immediately feel like I'm being backed into a wall. And I promise you, it makes me, I don't know, that's one of the things that I've just trained myself on. I can't allow anything to steal my joy. I cannot allow chaos into my space, into my life. I can't allow that. And I know a lot of times, like, we get sidetracked. We get off track because the devil will always send somebody in your path, especially when you're on a path upright. And let me tell you something. I always tell people, when your steps are ordered by God, a devil in hell can't stop nothing you have going on, right? You don't even have to say anything, right? Because God will be your vindication. The only thing you need to do is position yourself, do what is necessary to position yourself, because God gives you the tools uh that is necessary. And then he said, peace be still, right? Peace be still and know that I am that. I love that saying when thank you, Weeby. I love that saying when God says, when I read my scriptures, and he says, I am that I am. And I get very emotional sometimes when I go into meditation and I start communing with God. And I know people call God different things. They call him the Almighty, a higher power, or whatever, but we can all agree with that we serve something higher, right? Even if we're not on one accord with what we call it, we can agree that there is something higher than us. And I get emotional sometimes when I go into meditation and I start praying and I start sending up, going petitioning the throne of grace, and I start sending things up into the atmosphere. And I remember those scriptures where God says that I am that I am. God, I need peace. I am that I am. God, I need you to fight this battle because this person got a demon on them. Hey, I know I don't I can't pull myself into that. I am that I am. He says that I am the great I am, right? And so that's the reasons why you can't allow people to steal your joy, because the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And I'm gonna tell you something, that one of the he's a retired police chief, right? And he works at the academy now as a recruiter. Thank you for becoming a member, Cordero. I appreciate that so much. Shout out to Cordero for becoming a member. And his name is Gerald Perry. And Gerald used to say to me, he used to always say to me, little sister, if people ain't talking about you, that means you ain't doing something right. Okay. He said, if people ain't talking about you, that means you're doing something wrong. When they talking about you, that means that you're doing something right. He used to always say that if they ain't talking about you, that means you're doing something wrong. But when they talking about you, that means you're doing something right. Okay. And so that's the reasons why I say, yeah, welcome aboard, Cordero. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate all of my members. If you find yourself unsubscribed as a member, make sure you resubscribe as a member, okay? Because as things start to kick off, and we already know what is getting ready to happen as it relates to this young dog situation, we're going to be going into the platinum and talking about that. There are some things that, as time get closer, I'm going to reveal to you all. So we will definitely have a lot of the exclusives as it relates to that trial, for sure, for sure. So if you ain't a member, then make sure you start preparing to make yourself a member, because it's going to go down in the platinum members as it relates to a lot of things, as it relates to that young dog situation. Okay. But don't let the devil steal your joy, right? Often we go through we go through different levels of stuff, right? When we're getting ready to ascend to another dimension as it relates to what we had asked God for, right? We're always asking God to promote us, to elevate us. We're always praying and meditating for that. But new levels always is going to bring new devils, right? And if you can't master, right, the devils on the level that you are on now, you're sure not going to be able to, if you can't, master them on a lower level, you're not going to be able to master anything when you start ascending and you'll start failing the test, and you would have everything that you've asked God for. I mean, you're forfeited, right? Because you weren't prepared for it. So I truly believe that when you get ready to elevate, nothing can happen unless God allows it. And some of you so blessed, you don't even realize how blessed you are, that as soon as people commit offenses against you, God get them back and expose them the very next day. You ain't even got to do nothing. A lot of people don't even know that. They get so caught up in the offense and in the lies and things of that nature. They don't even understand the next day after a person slanders you or commits an offense against you, God then got them back, right? And people are left, oh, they set me up. No, that was the Almighty God, because you know how to turn your face and get on your knees and fall to the hills and fall to your knees and look to the hills. And guess what? It ain't over. God starts to expose them as soon as they commit an offense against you. When you highly blessed and favored and you got all them praying warriors around you, it'll happen the very next day, right? So that's the reasons why I say don't let nobody steal your joy. You have to keep going and being great. I had a lot of people, to get mad, I don't understand how folks get mad at me about my channel, right? Um, when um when Raven came on my channel, like I've always said, and I will always say this, okay? I have not been told that the cookie shop was involved, and I will not launch an attack on her, and I will not create an atmosphere for somebody to walk up into that cookie shop, and I will not allow that atmosphere to be created on my channel for somebody to walk up in that cookie shop and spray that whole cookie shop up and take them people out, especially with the trial being so close to coming to pass. What kind of woman would I be if I created that type of atmosphere based on, well, I just know it. My spirit just tells me, I just feel it. I just got this in my gut. And then it turns out not to be even what you felt like it was. And then them people shot up and killed. Because when I tell you the folks been spinning in Memphis, they've been spinning. Okay. And so I had quite a few people, and I know what channels and stuff they came from, and a lot of people, a lot of other vloggers and stuff they start creating fake pages. And so what they do is they start sending people um to your channel to harass you and but hey, I don't speak on that, because not only do I got God fighting that for me, I got a lawyer that's getting ready to fight that for me. Okay, because every action, there is a reaction and there are consequences when you start slandering people. Okay, so you won't see me comment on that at all. Okay, uh my mom, who is very sweet, um said to me, when she called me last night, it's funny, when I got off, she said, I was feeling like something in my spirit. I was feeling that you was troubled. She said, I said, well, I'm getting ready to get into bed. She said, well, I tell you what, before, when God has me to call you, when I could feel that you were troubled, she said, I don't know, you might not be, but it's time to go before the throne of grace. And she just went up in the spiritual realm praying. That ain't no voodoo. That's a Holy Ghost filled woman. And ain't nobody gonna get away with slandering her this time. Okay. And I woke up this morning and I felt like a weight had been lifted up off of my shoulders, y'all. That's the reason why I say I have to keep positive energies and entities around me. I can't have chaotic situations around me. You have to get people around you that's going to feel right? They got such a connection with you that they can feel when there's some stuff being put into the atmosphere. Hey, I was prayed over before I was ever even born. So it is imminent that I be great. No devil in hell can get together and manipulate a simple person, or get together in their clubhouses and come up with plans to try to take me off of this, because God planted me right here. I was great before I ever even came here. I was great. It was already predestined. I've seen so many people. I thought about when I was working for the police department. Y'all know I work for both of them. And there was a lady, she was just so jealous of me. She liked me because I had a sweet spirit. I was helping her. I was consistently helping her and things of that nature. But that demon in her, because I was a younger woman and I was very ambitious and I was very innovative and I was walking around there. I was like, we should do it this way. She thought I wanted her job. She thought I was trying to show her up, right? She thought I wanted a job. And so, with me being so ambitious and with, hey, because I understood that I was just trying to make my job easier too, I would give her the credit. I would come up with the stuff and I figured out a way to get past all the chaos. I would come up with an idea and I would just tell the chief, you know what, it was her idea, right? To try to make her look good, because I wasn't trying to take her job. I would say it's her idea just to keep the chaos out of the atmosphere, right? That lady, I believe in my heart that she truly liked me, but that spirit of jealousy just would not let her be. And this lady had everything. I was a young mother at that time, struggling. Okay, I was a young mother struggling. I had just started working for the PD, right? And so I remember when when I had gotten promoted, God had ended up blessing me in the end, and I got promoted and I started making 3 times what I was making. And I remember the day that I got ready to leave, and she was not there. She was out at the academy in service, and she called me and she was crying, right? And she said, I had really wanted to be there on your last day. She bust out crying. She said, I want you to know that you're one of the best people I've ever worked with. She said, but let me tell you something. I get emotional when I think about it. She says, I know that I did you wrong, but I want you to know, I want you to pray for me, because I found out that I got cancer. She said, I know that I mistreated you, but you kept on treating me right. She started crying on the phone. She said, I want you to always keep that sweet spirit, because I'm going to tell you this, if nobody else tell you, God is going to take you far. God has allowed me to go before people because I am such a good person. I've sat at tables with people and they can call me a whore all day. Okay. I've sat at tables with people where I could be making plenty of money and I do very well for myself. I don't have to get on YouTube. I just ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm planted like that palm tree. I'm planted. And I heard about that lady because that lady suffered. I remember when we used to pray about that lady and I started feeling guilty. I was like, God, I hope when we was getting into our chats and praying and stuff, when this lady was being evil, I pray to God that I did not pray that on that lady, because she suffered with that breast cancer. She suffered. I was like, God, I felt so guilty. I was like, God, I hope it was not us praying, but we was not praying for nothing to happen to her. We was praying for God to change her heart. My mama would be going up in the spiritual realm just praying. And I was like, God, I hope that we did not pray that up on that lady. But it goes back to the scripture where God says, vengeance is mine. And guess what? She called me a little bit, like a couple years later, and was like, I have completely been healed from cancer. So I'm glad that she was healed. But it goes to show that you can't let the devil steal your joy. You keep going. You keep going. Let me just say this too. When something is predestined for you, a devil in hell can't stop it. A devil in hell can't stop it. I get emotional thinking about her, because that was one of those times where I had went through with that lady because she was so scared that I wanted her job. She was so scared. And all we could do was pray because she was jealous of how the Chiefs was showing me favor. Hey, I was just ambitious. I wasn't around us. They had much respect for me. Very innovative. And she gave me hell, right? And so we was getting into our prayer circles and we was praying and stuff. And I was like, God, please change this lady's heart because I have to work with this lady, right? And the mere fact that on the last day that I was there, she had to repent and say to me, I apologize. You was always good to me. Okay. And then had to ask me, please pray for me. I had not even told you, but I just been diagnosed with breast cancer. Okay. That's right, Las Vegas. So I think about and I'm happy that she, went into remission and she's still alive and stuff. And like I said, I felt a little guilt because I was like, God, we was getting together. I was going to my prayer meetings and we was going before the throne of grace. We was putting her name up into the atmosphere. I was like, God, I hope to God I didn't, because we was not praying for anything to happen to her. We was just praying for God to change her heart, right? And that's I think I felt a little guilt, right? And then my mama had to tell me, no, God says vengeance is mine. God says, vengeance is mine. What you do is you go to before the throne of grace, you pray to God. And what God does to those people that commit those offenses against you, that is between them and God. It ain't got nothing in the world to do with you. Okay. So I just want to say that she went into remission and she's still alive and she's still doing good and stuff. But you can't let the devil steal your joy. I moved on to something else. Like I've always been able to move on. Like so many other people, they don't understand. Like when they go to a job, right? And there are people there that are planted there and they go, God, why do these people just wake up miserable? What is wrong with them? Why are they miserable? No, they're planted there. A lot of times people are planted there to help to get you ready for the next level. They think that they stopping you. They feel like if they put out all that slander and stuff against you, it's going to stop people from coming to your channel. But God has allowed it to be that way because once people they send people to you, and once they get to you, they're gonna see what it really is. That's the way God does it. He says, I'll make your enemies your footstool. Okay. He says, I'll make your enemies your footstool. Okay. So that's why I say, don't let the devil steal your joy. Keep chaotic people away from around you. That scripture in the Bible says, jealousy is as cruel as the grave. People become so jealous. Okay, people become so jealous that it causes them to consistently try and set plots. They could see the greatness on your life. They could see the greatness on your life. You can't see it because you're so busy in the fight. You go, well, dog, I'm in here. I'm fighting. I'm struggling. I'm trying to do this. They see how people gravitate to you. They see the greatness on you, and what the devil does is because they watch you, they watch them more than they watch you more than they know even know themselves. And so if they get to looking at you and they go, even though it ain't gonna help them none, if I can just stop them, I got to stop them. They would never be in a position that God has already planned for you. They ain't even got the character to go, right? But they get about trying to set traps, and it's a lot of people that are in their graves to this day by having heart attacks and strokes and things of that nature because they just would not take their hands and their mouth off of a child of God, right? And that's why I say, y'all don't let the devil ride. I like that song, Don't Let the Devil Ride, because if you let him ride, you'll want to drive. Okay, that's why I don't entertain a whole lot of stuff. So when people get around here, it's quite funny to me, and I already know who it be when folks get around here get talking about, well, you since you got Raven on your panel, you must be up, you involved with taking Young Dolph out. And it becomes extremely funny to me because I know for you to be an adult and you exude that type of evilness and patheticness, it's something wrong with you. It's a lot of mental illness. And I don't know if these people are taking their meds or what. But it becomes extremely funny. But then I get to think about, dog, it's sad. It's sad because I think about the generations behind us and I go, No wonder a lot of them are out of control. They ain't got nothing to look up to, right? And so, y'all, that's why you have to continuously, keep going. Just keep being great. Don't allow chaos around you. I don't deal with nothing that takes me off of balance. If it takes me off of balance, I can't out of balance, I can't have it in my space. I can't. And so people say, well, I got a right to have my opinions. Yeah, you do. You got a right to have your opinions, but you're not going to argue with me about what your opinion is because it takes you in my space, and it's taking me out of balance. It's taking me off of balance. So I can't have that around me. You have your opinion in your own space. You can't have it in my space, especially if it's going to take me off of balance. You can have it, but if it ain't healthy, you can't have it in my space because I'm on a mission. We're all on a journey. I think a lot of us aren't where we're supposed to be because we've allowed people to take us off of balance too much. Ain't nobody else worth that. Especially if you're on a journey and you know that you got a gift that you was born with that God is giving you. Everybody have visions of what they want to do. And a lot of times people ain't where they supposed to be because they ain't got the right people around them instilling and implanting nothing in them. If you already know your girlfriend is gifted and she's crafty and she know how to make things with her hands and she's very talented, she probably could have $1 million business. But she ain't got it because she got a bunch of low vibrational jokers around her that see her talent and don't want her to be there. Okay? So they implant all types of negativity in her, keep her boggled up with a whole bunch of low vibrational stuff that ain't conducive to her health or her livelihood. That's the reason why I say you can't let the devil ride. Because sure enough, if you dance with the devil, if you let the devil sit in the passenger side of your car, sooner or later, the devil gonna get you so low vibrational, he'll be driving your car and ruining your life. Okay, so that's why I say you just have to keep going, keep being great, keep surrounding yourself with people that you know got your back 100%. Okay, and so that's why I think about some of my moderators because sometimes you can meet people and they'll have your back before people that you've been around your whole life, right? And I get to looking at sometimes some of my moderators how when people come into my chat they already I see I sometimes I be in other people comments and I see some of my moderators they defending me or some of my subscribers they defending me like crazy. I go, dog, I didn't even know that, hey, they was real, I'm like, dog, God is good. I think about sometimes how, anytime that I jump up on the panel, I was listening to Player Codem said, shoot, I already know when you jump up on that panel, Demon gonna Demon. I be counting. They said we start counting 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then there go Demon. She gonna pull up too. Okay. When you go to other channels and people have something bad to say, they mad. Well, I just came in there and said such and such, and her moderators cussed us out and went and kicked us up out of there. You're damn right they gonna do it. Okay. And so that's why you have to have people around you that you already know got your back. You already know they do. People that's going to speak life into you. Not bringing you garbage to keep you low vibrational, to keep you boggled down, to keep your mind boggled down. You're supposed to be creating. You're supposed to be creating something that's going to create generational wealth for you and your family. And so you have to have people around you that is conducive to that, not bringing you garbage. So when you sit up and say, well, this person talking about you, and hey, I be appreciating people when they say, listen, Miss T, I know this ain't right. I don't know if you got a legal team or what. And I ain't trying to start none. But what I did was I recorded it and I downloaded it. And you ain't got to look at it. But if you're going to get you a lawyer or something, hey, I felt like I needed to do that to you. Hey, I appreciate that so much. I sure be appreciating it because it's certain stuff I don't even go look at. It's too low vibrational for me. Nobody defines me but God. Nobody, especially not a lie. Okay, so I be appreciating it when even with men, they come in there. I be like, dog, men that I didn't even know that was in my chat. Miss T, oh, I'm so mad because such and such did this. Don't make no sense. Miss T, I go calm down. It's all good. And then they say, I'm sending you this, I'm sending you that. Cause hey, just in case you need it. Hey, I so appreciate that. And then I move on because ain't nothing gonna ever stop me from being great. When you on a mission, y'all, we just passing through here, and we weren't put on this earth to mope and to be unhappy. We was put on this earth with a mission. And it's so unfortunate that a lot of people don't even know what their mission is. They've gotten so distraught in life and so thrown off track. They don't even know. They don't know. Anytime you get caught up in trying to bring other people down, that means you don't even know what your mission is. I don't create bad karma for myself. Right? But I'm on a mission. Okay? And I'm going to get what's mine. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. I had to blow my nose. Okay? But I'm on a mission. And I'm going to get what's mine. I'm going to get every bit of what's mine. Okay? It was already predestined before I was ever even born. It was already predestined. I got people that pray over me every single day. Okay, I know I got a mother that knows I don't know what kind of relationship she got with God. I just know I want it. I just know I want it. I remember on my mama's last job. Okay, I remember on her last job. And she was coming home. She was a supervisor. And she was coming home and she was stressed out. And my mother, who has always been the sweetest, most easiest going person that I know, okay? And she was so stressed out because her manager, even though she was a supervisor, she had a manager who was dating a subordinate. And the subordinate worked, my mother was her supervisor. And the subordinate didn't feel like she was supposed to do anything my mother said. And so the manager was giving her a hard time because he wanted her to let his woman have her way. And so my mama was coming home. I'd never seen her so snappy, so stressed. And she would sit in her chair. I even seen my mother cry a couple times. But she'd be crying and reading her Bible, right? And so after a while, my mother stopped talking about it. And I remember I asked her, I was like, Mama, you and your boss must be okay now. I don't hear you talking about him. She said, no, we ain't okay. He's still doing the same thing. She said, but I heard in my spirit when I was praying, God told me don't talk about it. Don't talk about it no more. See, that's the reason why she tell me when I'm on here and when things are going on, it can't nothing happen if you keep talking about it. God can't work if you keep putting your hands in it. And so my mother, my mother said, God told me don't talk about it. He can't work it out if I'm constantly talking about it. I kid you not, my mother stopped talking about it, and it was 2 weeks later. Okay, she was coming in praying. She was getting up as she always have for years, going to the foot of her bed, kneeling with her Bible, and going into the spiritual realm praying. Okay, she walked in one day and she sat down. She said, "Well, they walked my boss out today." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, they walked my boss out today. He got into it with somebody else and they went and told that he was having an affair with his subordinate and they fired both of them." You see how God works? She took her mouth off of it. He was doing her wrong. He was doing her wrong because he wanted his he wanted his woman to have her way and to have my mother's job. He was lying on her, right, to the big bosses. And then he got into it with somebody else, and they went to the big bosses and exposed what was going on with him and his subordinate. And they walked them both out. And then guess what happened? My mama got his job. You can't tell me that ain't no God. You can't tell me when you don't let the devil steal your joy and you know what you know, God will start elevating you. He'll move the enemy out of the way because there is a God. He'll move the enemy out of the way, and then he'll make your enemies your footstool. Okay? Touch not my anointed ones and do my prophets no harm. Touch not my anointed ones and do my prophets no harm. My mother, before my mother left there, my mama said the big bosses, before she retired, the big bosses said they had a revolving door. Because that man was so evil, people, they couldn't even keep workers. Because of my mother's spirit, folks didn't hardly want to go home, working overtime, working. She knew how to motivate them. She knew how to be good to them. She knew how to talk to them. She didn't judge them. She made them want to work hard. And they didn't want to see that lady retire. They didn't want to see her retire because she brought nothing but peace to that atmosphere. Okay? So that's why you can't give way to the devil. You can't let the devil steal your joy. You can't. You got to keep going and being great. The devil helps to build your name. The more they lie on you, the more people are going to get curious about you. And when they come and lay eyes on you, God going to convict them. Once they come to this channel, they'll never leave again. Okay? Because God going to convict their heart. Right? So oftentimes the devil is a part of the plan, but you got to know how to, you got to know that. You got to know that. You can't let people pull you down with them. Folks go through a lot. They don't care. They hate themselves. Oftentimes they're miserable with themselves. And all they want to do, they look at you and they feel like, well, she thinks she's something anyway. I want to pull her down. I say to folks all the time, in order to do what I do, you got to do what I do. Folks don't know what I go through. I go through a lot. Folks don't know what I go through. Okay? But I bet you God sustains me. So when folks say, well, I want to do this and I want to do it, I say, oh, okay, well, I'll help you to do that. But then when they see what it entails, they go, nah, I can't do that. I don't know how you do that. So people are so quick to get jealous of other people, regardless to whether it's you or me or anybody. They want the gifts, but they don't want to do what you do to get the gifts. That's why I say in order to do what I do, you got to do what I do. In order to do what somebody else do, when you looking at them with that green-eyed monster, you got to do what they do. Right? You got to have the same work ethic that they got. The same humility. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want the gifts. But they don't want the work ethic. They ain't got the character. And they have the nerve to be jealous of other people. Okay? And so that's why one of my favorite sayings is, and I got this on my wall, I had a plaque made. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Okay? The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. And so when people try to throw you off balance and things of that nature, and they want to pull you down in the sewer with them, you have to understand, you have to remember what it is that what you even in this for. You on a mission. So you got to keep the main thing, and that person and those people ain't a part of your mission. They come to steal, kill, and destroy. Because you got to understand, we fight not against flesh and blood, but principalities in dark places. It was happening back then. It's happening now, y'all. People are controlled oftentimes by evil spirits. They don't understand that they being used, but a lot of them are so content with it, they don't care. Have you ever seen somebody that they just let nothing but evilness come up out of them? Like, it's like they just feel like nothing but evilness. All they know how to do is regurgitate and spit out nothing. It just oozes out of them. Nigga, what that person do to them? Oh, it's like nothing but hate. I've had people reach out to me and say, oh, Miss Tamara, I've seen somebody, and it's like nothing but venom, like green, pulsy venom, as they was talking about you, was coming out of them. And I know you ain't did nothing to that person. No, because oftentimes you don't know them. So that's why I say we fight not against flesh and blood, but principalities and dark places. Spirits enter people, right? And so that's the reason why I say it is imperative that you meditate and pray so that you can have on the whole armor of God, because folks will get about doing whatever they can to try to take you down. I guess they feel like it's going to make them feel better, right? But as I always said, I'm a palm tree. My name means tamarack palm tree. And that palm tree bends. It's one of the strongest. It bends. It bends. It leans all the way to the ground. But guess what? When that wind stops, it rises right back up. It don't break. They ain't never been able to break me, y'all. And they ain't going to start. When I came on here, I understood what I was going to get myself. Well, I didn't know in the very beginning, but I knew what I had been through, even as it relates to TV. But guess what? We just kept going. We just kept going. We just kept going. Even when I told my dad, "Oh, Dad, oh, people talking," you start getting on TV, and now it makes people interested in you. Okay, okay. They said they're making videos, but I stand firm, y'all. Rest in peace, young Dolph. That's what they've been doing that consistently. They've been making videos. They've been, hey, it ain't stopped. But guess what? God gonna stop it. God gonna stop it with the help of the law. It's gonna stop. It's gonna be God and with the help of the law, and we ain't playing. Okay? Because you can't just slander people. You can't just do that just because somebody um gives you fake information. And let me just say this, and because I said I was not gonna touch on it. I think it is very unfortunate when you start seeing women go after other women for whatever reasons. Okay? When you start seeing women go after women for whatever reasons, y'all. And I'm not going to get too much into that, okay? Um and then they start spewing out that venom. And you know exactly where it came from, right? Because when people can't when people have tried all that they can and sent people at you, okay? Um to try and take you down, and it did not work. They start using other people. And I think it's unfortunate because I've been on here long enough to see who all the players are, because they try to pull me into some stuff, right? And some of the same people that they now have going against me, they was talking about those people too. They was telling me about those people, and they was, I mean, that's just how they are. But what I did was, that's why I always said, when y'all heard me get on here, I always stood firm on. I always said, listen, um I ain't in no sectors. I'm not in those sectors because I don't want nobody to ever think that I'm going to be in a sector and I'm going to defame or slander anyone or go against anyone just because a sector is going against them. I stand on my own. I'm Real Talk with Tamara. I vlog about the Dolphs case. I vlog about other cases, but I'm not in a Dolph sector. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm Real Talk with Tamara. Okay, and hey, I could salute other channels that talk about the Young Dolphs case, but I'm not in no sector. That reminds me too much of a damn gang. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. And so I'm a different type of person because I see some of the same people that are slandering me. I can recall people reaching out to me to actually talking about them and giving the 911 on them and talking bad about them. Okay. And then trying to get me to go against it. But like I said, I stand on my own. Okay. That's the reason why you're not going to hear me go. But first of all, my lawyer told me I can't go back at her or them, okay? Because you can't slander somebody and then I know where it came from. Okay, so when folks start saying that, they say, well, you sent innocent people to jail. I've never sent any innocent person to jail. What I did was a person went to jail who had been harassing me via email and came to my office, and it was proven for a whole year because they was being sent out by a male vlogger. So a lot of the stuff, and even still now, has a order on them. So a lot of the stuff that is being regurgitated, like I was telling the investigator the other day, is verbatim that was in those emails that was sent to me, over 500 emails harassing me for a whole year. So the thing that lady now is regurgitating, I had the investigator to go look at it. I said, now look at those emails. When they tried to hack me and delete them, they subpoenaed Google. It is verbatim. So I know exactly who's telling that person that and where it is coming from. So you're violating an order, having another blogger to slander me? That's what it appears. But all of that stuff comes out in court, right? Because all of that stuff will be subpoenaed, right? But I think it's a shame, right? And I'm not going to throw no rocks back. I don't have to defend a lie. Okay? I'm not defending no lies. Because number one, you couldn't have got me to do it. The vlogger that's doing it to me, you couldn't have got me to do it to her. Do you know what they have said to me about that vlogger? Some of the same people that's egging her on. They were the ones that gave me the 411 or whatever on that vlogger. And I still didn't have nothing bad to say about her. I dare not say it. I dare not. Because I'm cut from a different cloth. It'll come out, but I dare not say it now. And they know they did. Okay? But I understand what this is all about. I understand that it has everything to do with people manipulating folks because, hey, like somebody was saying, Miss T, the Young Dogs case is getting ready to kick up and getting ready to kick up. Okay? And they want to be the only ones vlogging on the Young Dogs case, and they're using people to eliminate each other. Hey, if you slander her, they already know how I am because they've came up against me and they've gotten paperwork and all of that. We've gone to court for some of them. Hey, harassment is against the law. Okay. Well, she gonna fight back, and of course I'm gonna fight back. I'm not gonna let her, I'm a brand. I'm not letting nobody slander me. And they'll start eliminating each other, and we'll be the only one standing. Some other folks just jealous, and it's backfiring on them too. You know, I think about, I have to say this. I think about poor old Blackwood News. Blackwood News is a young man that who has been doing his thing around the city of Memphis for a good while now. Don't bother nobody, good natured. He's been on several people's shows. Okay. When that situation happened with Big Jook, folks was asking him to come up on their panel. And hey, I reached out to him. I was like, would you like to come up on my panel? Because folks was interested in, because he got to the scene. And he was like, yeah, he came up on the panel. That was a way for him to promote what he had going on. Okay. I seen him on several shows. And I told him, I said, now let me just say this to you, Blackwood News. I said, be very meticulous about some of these channels that you go on, because they want to know if you've seen anything so that they could try. Some of them so that they could try. They might try you. It could end up being something ugly. I don't want you to get set up. I don't want nobody to hurt you or anything like that. I told him that on my panel because I'm solid like that. I told him that on my panel. So Blackwood News has a scanner, and he basically makes it to the scenes before anybody else, right? And it's so unfortunate because Blackwood News, he made the scene the other day of they said it was a coach that was unfortunately killed. And so somebody says that somebody had told me, they was like, well, it's being reported that one of Young Dolph's artists were taken out. I said, oh my God. So I started surfing the net. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like I was in, on Player Code's thing. in his thing. And so somebody came in there and said it's a player code. So I reached out immediately to Rest in Peace Young Dog. I started reaching out. I reached out to Grove Hero. I reached out. I sent Paper Route Woo. I was like, oh my God, Kenny Money was not posting or anything like that. And I was like, I sent CEO Jizzle. I was like, but I don't see anything. And so I saw where a young man on Facebook had posted well, somebody in had posted on Facebook. They say that it's Kenny Money. I was like, and I was talking to a person on the phone. I said, but that's just one person. So I reached out to the young man. I said, are you actually on the scene? Did you see that? Or did somebody tell you that? He was like, I saw it on a vlogger's channel. I was like, oh, okay. So I started seeing Big Moochie Great, and I started seeing a lot of them posts. I was like, well, if something had happened to him, then they wouldn't be posting, because Big Moochie Gray posted that he had just got his car painted. And who else? Then Key Glock started posting. I was like, I don't think they would be posting happy posts if something had happened to Kenny Money, right? And so, to make a long story short, thank God that nothing had happened to him. But to make a long story short, people started coming into to my chat accusing me. Of course, my lawyer got that too. You don't slander me, okay? I don't do plays. I don't do plays. Blackwood News was simply on his live, and somebody typed in the live, because we all went back and looked at it. They say that it's Kenny Money. He said, it's Kenny Money. Oh man, don't tell me that, man. Please don't tell me that. He never confirmed it, never confirmed it, never said, I was like, I was hysterical. So when Rest in Peace Young Dog said he called Kenny Money's mother, and Kenny Money's mother confirmed that nothing had happened to him, that's when I posted on my page that one of my subscribers reached out to Kenny Money's mother, and she confirmed that Kenny Money is okay. And then Kenny Money ended up going live. He was on his way out of town. So all of that was taken care of. But Blackwood News has been completely thrown up under the bus, talked about like a dog, when that is a young black man that has been doing this every single day. Everybody who vlogs on Memphis has been using his information. He never says anything wrong. The people feel comfortable enough to talk to him. He don't confirm nothing until the news confirms it. He never said that Kenny Money was dead. Never said it. He was reading his comments, and a person typed that. Okay. And somehow it got out. It spread like wildfire, out of control. He said, oh man, it's Kenny Money. Oh man, don't tell me that. Oh man, don't tell me that. He never said it. And then somehow they want to blame me because they put out the wrong information. That's slander. That's slander. Okay. That's slander. But these are the types of games, right? Then I find out that they done went and struck at the boy's page on Facebook, and the boy can't go live for 29 days. A black man that's been doing his thing, that the whole Memphis is proud of, even folks on the outside of Memphis using his information, and they strike him on a lie? On a lie. That's the reason why I say I started to encourage the young man, don't let the devil steal your joy. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but you ain't got to worry, because some prayers done went up. Y'all gonna see some stuff happening to some folks. When people go that far to try and protect their wrong, God gonna step in. Blackwood News is he's easygoing. He out there on the scene. People feel comfortable enough to talk to him. The boy can't go live based on a lie. And y'all think God pleased with that? Y'all think God pleased with that? But God says, when I get them back, God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. I know it's about 3 of them working together. But guess what? I went and made my deposit. And it's getting ready to be some folks, because some of these people violated. Okay? God ain't pleased. Some of these folks have used his information, saw what was on the live. Know for a fact he didn't say that. He never confirmed it. He was reading his comments and somebody ran with it. And they do this to try to make me look bad and try to make him look bad to create a bad narrative. But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. We already been witnessing the get back. It's going to be some more. And it's that God get back. Okay? When you have people that put batteries in the backs of people, I had initially, somebody had initially said, I don't think this person, this vlogger is involved. And then somebody reached out to me and said, no, Miss T, he involved. He putting that battery in her back. They call her crazy. They call her slow. They had already said that all we got to do is do such and she do this. They said all that about this person. Some of the same people laughed at her. Some of the same people that's using her to go against me. And not one time did y'all hear me talk about that lady. And I'm still not going to do it. Okay. I think it's a shame as people what happens, but I don't let the devil steal my joy. I don't. Because there's no way in the world I could ever get on my vlog. Okay. Thank you, Blackwood News. And you're doing a great job. He on here right now. Let me put this up there. Blackwood News did not say that at all. If anybody goes back and look at that live, Blackwood News was reading his comments and he said, oh man, don't tell me that, Kenny Money. Oh man, don't tell me that. Everybody went back and saw that. But they do this to this black man because they fear his greatness, to try and make themselves look good based on what they did and messed up. You can't just put information out there to try to be first, as the people said you do. But God says, when I get them back, God says, when I get them back, they're going to pay for what they just did to this black man. It's already in the works on what they did to me. Because I'm paying to make sure I get them back. But it's still God in it. That's the reason why I'm able to stay calm. But they're going to pay for what they did to this black man. You use his commentary. And you try and perpetuate a lie to keep garbage going so you can have me and another woman into it because y'all say that she's slow. And you know it ain't right. It ain't right. It's a lot of other people in this garbage that's perpetuating this stuff. But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. God says you're going to see me get them back. And we're going to witness to get back the people that's behind the scenes, because the same information, she got low self-esteem. She's a whore. She's this, she's that. The 500 emails that I was getting, 10 emails a day. So if you're going to tell the truth, tell the truth. Yeah, a person went to jail, but it was proven to be harassment. You can't send somebody 10 emails a day that you don't know, harassing them. That's harassment. And the exact same thing that this vlogger is saying about me is what was in those emails every single day. Almost verbatim. But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. Okay? Y'all go subscribe to Blackwood News YouTube channel. Okay? Y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel. A black man, he be out there on the scene before the news be out there. The news media come to him because they already know he got it. That's his passion. Been doing it. And folks think they're going to tear him down. I would be less of a black woman to say, well, I ain't going to say nothing. And I use his stuff. Well, no, I ain't going to say nothing. Don't talk about nobody. Ain't involved in no plays. simply trying to promote his business. He been had it before the other day. He been out there. And these black folks get together and do this to him because of jealousy or to try and protect a lie. God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. They come one way and they flee in 7 different ways. You'll start seeing them turn on each other. It's a darn shame that people can be so jealous. I'm sitting on a live, on Player Code's live, ain't know nothing that was going on. And I hear that my name is in some stuff. They Blackwood News and Tamara got together. They said. And I'm sitting on somebody's damn live, ain't studying nothing, ain't heard nothing, didn't even know that they was talking about no Kenny Money was dead. Okay? But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. And then the same people go and boost this stuff up and perpetuate this. The same people that set up and say, I don't even go to a page because, they was sending her stuff and child, she just want to be the first to put stuff out. Her ain't nothing she say right. And all you got to do is just make up a fake page and send her some fake stuff and this and that. And Blackwood News, did you ever reach out to anybody? Because I don't believe you did. They spreading this lie so big, they saying that this boy reached out to this lady and gave her this information, and we know it's a lie. When the truth of the matter is somebody was on that live and heard him reading that comment and ran with it. That's right. We don't barely know each other. I started hearing about Blackwood News when people started, I ain't never in my life met him in person. When people started saying Blackwood News put it, I was like, who is Blackwood News? And so then I started seeing where he was making it to the crime scenes. And we started going to his page and we was like, okay, well, let me see what Blackwood News put out. When we started vlogging about the crime and stuff in Memphis, he was always on the scene first. And this has been within the last couple months. But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. Okay? You're going to see me get them back. And so I suggest that these people get their lawyers because I got mine. You sit up and slander me, lie on me, say I'm a home wrecker. I ain't never in my life slept with a damn married man. I had a relationship out of the 20 years I was on the police department. I'm going to put it out there, I done had sex with 2 police officers because we were in relationships. Okay? I don't know a whore that can say she 45 years old and then has sex with 7 men. 7. But hey, I can't wait to meet number 8. Because I'm going to have sex with him when I meet one that I like. That's going to be number 8. But for other Black women to get together and try and bring down, okay, another Black woman, it's just absolutely crazy. Okay? It's just absolutely crazy. You're right, because it gives them more content. So that's why I say you can't allow the devil to steal your joy. You have to keep going. You just have to keep going. When they start throwing daggers at you, that's when you know you're on the right track. And it always reverts back to what Gerald Perry said. And no, I didn't sleep with Gerald. Gerald is old and wise. If they ain't talking about you, that means you're doing something wrong. If they ain't talking about you, that means you're doing something wrong. If you ain't making progress, if you ain't doing nothing big, they ain't gonna talk about you because you ain't no threat to them. Okay? I think about that scripture. It's one of my favorite scriptures where what Joseph said when they threw him into the pit, and God made him later on. They threw him in jail and they lied on him. He went through all that hell. And his brothers tried to kill him because of his dreams, because God had gifted him in dreams. And God had shown him he was going to make him king over a kingdom. And his brothers and stuff got jealous of him. And they tried to kill him before it could happen. They didn't realize that God making him king over a kingdom. He was going to be able to help his whole family. Okay. So they tried to kill him. And so I always get emotional. Okay. And I think I'm just emotional this morning because of my mother going up in the spiritual realm and calling some stuff down. And she was very emotional. I have a connection to my mother. Okay. Because my mother said, I just can't understand why that I know people have oppositions to come up against them, but you my child. Okay. So it's got me emotional because my mother was emotional. But I think about what Joseph said when his brothers found out that they tried to stop the dream. That's the reason why I say no matter what they do, y'all, if God says it is final, they can throw every dagger in the book at you. It's final. They can't stop it. God will start exposing them. And his brother said, when he said, y'all don't remember me. They said, no. He said, I'm your brother Joseph. And they said, we thought you was dead, brother. We thought we're so sorry. He said, no, don't apologize. Go get your mother and father. And he cried when his mother and father they went and got the mother and father. They was in a famine. And this is my favorite scripture. And I say it every time. It had to happen, but it was good for me. That's what he said. It had to happen, but it was good for me. If he had not gone through the furnace of affliction, if they had not tried to kill him, they had not thrown him in jail, they had not done all of that, he couldn't have gotten shown favor. It was written. It had to happen, but it was good for me. Every time they lie on me, they send me new subscribers. They get curious. Then they turn around and find me on Facebook and send me messages. I like your channel. I don't believe what they saying about you. It had to happen, but it was so good for me. So you can keep lying on me because God gonna vindicate me. God and that lawyer. It was good for me. This ain't my first go around with this. Everything I do, I aspire to be great. So I always have opposition. It ain't gonna stop. I'm on another business venture. So I'm gonna have opposition there. It strengthens my endurance every single time. It strengthens my endurance. And so that's why I say you have to keep people around you, right? That's going to speak life into you to help refill you so you can get that second wind. When they was lying on me the other day, I said, dog, what I ever do to this lady for her to do me like that? She regurgitating everything that lady that was harassing me saying. It was a lie. I ain't never even seen me nothing. Just hating me by way of another vlogger. And he sent her out to do it. Okay? But it had to happen. But it was good for me. And so then I turned around and went to, I go to grief counseling a lot of time on Wednesdays. And then we have prayer. Okay? And then we got the praying. And you have people around you when you become spiritually drained to start imparting prayers into you. And I got my second win. What I do, I came back, I got back, I did my live. I did a video the other day, and they said, you sound good. I said, I got my second win. I got them prayers. It's Dolph. We up and going again. Okay? Because all the devil want to do is run you off. and make you abort the journey, make you abort the mission. It ain't gonna do nothing for them. They being used by spiritual darkness. It ain't gonna do nothing for them, but create bad karma for them. But they want you to abort the mission because they don't understand they're being used by the devil. So that's why I say you have to keep going and keep being great. And don't let nobody stop your motion, your nothing. Because you have a mission that was specifically tailor-made for you. And every mission you got, because we just passing through this earth, it's tied up with other people. Our journey ain't just about us. It's about other people and about God. So each and every time you get off path, somebody that's connected to you that you don't even know or met yet is suffering. Because God uses and builds you to help other people so that they can help other people. That's it. That's all. That's how it has always been. That's how it's always going to be. So you don't let no devil in hell get you off of your journey. Oh, they think they blocked me for 29 days. That's okay. I'm just going to start another page. And you can come right on here and promote your Blackwood News page. I'm on a mission. I have to keep the people informed, Blackwood News. That's your mission. So they think they blocked me here. God gonna handle that. But hey, I'm on to the next thing. I'm gonna open this door right here. And then God will make your enemies your footstool. When them 29 days up, you'll be booming on that new page. And then you'll have 2 pages that's booming. That's how God does it. Okay? That's how God does it. No man that was born of woman that's got flesh running through their bones has the control over your destiny. No man, no evil man. No evil man. So that's why I say you have to keep going and keep being great. Because your life ain't just about you. It's not just about you. It's not. If people was really for young Dolph, some people have personalities where there are people that know about what happened to young Dolph. They might want to talk to them because people are so curious about the young Dolph's case. If they was right, they would say, well, you know what? I don't know that. But, there's a young lady who has some connections within the police department. Go listen to her page. What you trying to find out, she might could give you clarity on that. And then it could be reciprocated. You know what? That person said they got a connection. I don't know that because I don't know everything. I don't. But you know what? You can go over there to Player Cole's page. He might know. Or you can go over there to OG Jacario's page. He got a source from out of Memphis that we don't have. It seems to be credible. Go listen to him. Go over there and listen to him. But people have such covetousness spirits. And these ain't young folks, they old folks. Okay? That they want to try to kill a person because they see greatness on them. And all the time, what they doing is they creating bad karma for themselves. Because God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. And that get back is in rotation. They've been messing with me now for 2 years. One of the same vloggers behind it. He sent all kinds of women out to come at me. But they ain't been able to break me yet, even put a hit on my life. I believe that girl when she said he thought I was crazy. He was gassing me up, talking about you was saying things about me. He told me to kill you. He thought I was crazy. I believe her. She went on record. It's on a report. They sent somebody to my house. And God still ain't let them touch me. Because I'm protected. I'm a seed. I'm a palm tree. And so what God does is when things like this happen, he allows it to be exposed. And it all starts coming out. And I'm able to do whatever is necessary to protect myself and to protect my family. So when people ask me, am I mad at that vlogger? No, I ain't mad at her. I feel sorry for her. I know she's being used. It's probably coupled with whatever she felt about me anyways, because they say she said, I haven't really listened to the stuff. My attorney listened to it. He said, ooh, I ain't never heard so much venom. She real mad at you. But you can't just slander people because you're mad at them or based on fake shit that somebody has sent you. That's why I said, show me where I have gotten people locked up. You're going to have to show us. Show me. I bet you the person that's sending her that garbage ain't going to send her no fake paperwork now that they know we on the trail, because the people that's doing it know I don't play with them, because I done had them up in court for messing with me. That's why I said produce it. I want to see it. It ain't going to happen, y'all. If nothing else, if you put something damaging out about a person, show it to your subscribers. Show it to them, because it's against the law to be putting out fake shit like that about people. I want to see it. It ain't going to happen. So you can't do that to people because somebody else is mad at a person and you let them use you, a person that had your back. I had your back, lady, and I didn't even know you. Some of them ones that's egging you on was the one that put me up on game or tried to put me up on game about you, and I still wouldn't talk about you. But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. Okay? Because one thing for sure, when these vloggers try to pull you in, they start telling you everything. But I've always been a loner. I've always stood alone. And so I'm not going to be grouped up with a bunch of people that's doing a bunch of mean stuff to folks, because they feel like it's strength in numbers. I don't rock like that. Never have, never will. And so I truly mean it when I say I ain't mad at her. I'm not getting ready to reciprocate that energy. I can't do it. That's too low for me. But I could pray for her because she being used. By the very people that said she was easy to be used. Okay? So y'all don't let nobody steal your joy. Don't do it. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Keep going and keep being great. Keep going and keep being great. Okay? I'm reading the comments now. Might as well put on the straight jacket and strap it up. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. At D Nice, yes, she kept taking personal jabs and insults. It's clearly jealousy out there, and put on that deuce hat. Ashley says, I want to go off on that lady. She is definitely out of bounds when she is barely mentioned on similar channels. JJ says, child, shaking my head. I'm going to be mad at her for you. Just keep soaring like an eagle, y'all. Just, hey, y'all notice I keep going. I keep going. Okay. I do. TT Baby says, I think she's doing it on her own, as she say. Well, that means that she's got issues. How can you come to the conclusion, if you've never met me, that I've slept with a lot of officers and I've broken up homes? That's slander. Who is it? That's what I want to know. You know how I know she lying? That one person, I know who doing it, because that one person who was sent out by a male vlogger to harass me every day in emails. It was over 500 emails when the police subpoenaed Google, where she was harassing me, talking about I had slept with some officers, and then we got the court. She was talking about I was sleeping with an officer I had never even heard of. I said, ain't this some shit? Talking about I was sleeping with her husband. What in the hell? Lady, I don't know you. What are you talking about? But hey, it's all good. She grown, older than you. Let her do her thing. She just keep doing you. You have plenty of content. she would eat this video also. Don't keep her in the line. You're right. I'm not going to. Right. I understand there's a video being made right now about this. Of course, it helps to feed. You're right. It helps to feed that energy that she wants or needs from me. But I'm not. I promise you, regardless to what is put out, I'm not going to. That's why I won't say her name or anything like that. But I will say that I'm very disappointed. Um, I am. I'm very disappointed. OG Snake Spider says, never argue with it goofy. It's just goofy. It is. I love you all too, so witty. I love you all too. That's true, Roberta. That's true. Somebody has sent me an email and I'm just waiting, saying that the person that's using her says that they're gonna try to get her to put out the address of my where my daughters live. And I'm just waiting. Um DK Daddy says YouTube views bring in enough money to buy more pills. White girl looking male. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Like, share, and subscribe for me. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay. People don't know no weapon that's formed. Right. No weapon formed against me will ever prosper. No weapon. Maliciously posting youngster's car as if. Hmm. Diane says, Tamara, I take you everywhere I go. I be in Kroger, the liquor store, everywhere. I'm out at Walmart. I know. I tell you. You got to be careful about when you start saying to men that a woman is a slut. It makes them want to go subscribe to their channel. You have to be careful about that. Hmm. Mac, I promise you it does. We addicted to it. We have fun over here. Like I said, this is the real grown folks channel. Switch B says she is telling dangerous lies, though. She was trying to insinuate that Blackwood News be at the shootings before the cops because he lining stuff up and that he told her fake news to report on her behalf. Well, if she Blackwood News gonna have to go retain him a lawyer too, because I don't think Blackwood News don't even know that lady. TT baby, if I say I'm gonna ride till the wheels fall off. Oh, we rise up in here for real, for real. We rise up in here for real. Demo. Oh my God. The Black Barber says over here in church, the party and everything. She in church. Rest in peace, Young Dolph said that's what's crazy. They just knew Kenny was gone. Now Kenny Money said, I ain't going nowhere but to the bank. He said, I ain't going nowhere but to the bank. I agree, real as it gets. Right. I wouldn't pay attention to somebody that I didn't like. If I don't like a person, there's no way that I'm going to pay attention to them. And even if that stuff was true about me sleeping around, what does that have to do with vlogging on the Young Dogs case? That's how you know it's just slanderous. We in the hole in the wall over here. Hey, the real deal Lee. D Nice says, Sam, I be thinking you think I'm a troll sometimes. I've been following you for 2 years, but I had to change my YouTube name just to clear. I'm not, I have a YouTube channel, nor would I ever waste. It's moving so fast. I never thought you was a troll. I'm telling you. Yeah, I would never give energy either to someone that I don't like. There's no way in the world that I would do it. Yeah, Kenny Money was in the airport. Kenny Money said, I ain't going nowhere but to the bank. I hollered. And it's so funny because Kenny Money and them post all the time, right? Kenny Money and them post all of the time. And somebody had came into Player Cole's chat and was saying that they saying Kenny Money was just taking out. He said, "What? What you hear that for?" Player Cole started calling the folks in the hood that he knew. I started messaging. I messaged Paper Route Woo. I messaged. I even went on Grove Hero Facebook page. I was like, well, he answered me on his Facebook page one time before. I went on the damn Facebook page. I saw where he looked at it. And I was like, Lord, I see I messaged CEO Jizzle, and I was like, look, I mean, it was just so I heard Alabama Hitter was on Player Cole's channel. Alabama Hitter said, y'all, bad news travel fast. He said if it had happened, y'all wouldn't have to look for it. It would be everywhere if something really happened. And I was like, Lord, I hope they ain't did nothing to this boy. So I even sent Blackwood News a message. I was like, Blackwood News, it's did something happen to Kenny Money, but you know, he was still on the scene. So he didn't answer me back until later. He was like, no, nothing. It was he told me, Blackwood News told me who it was. He said, no, it's unfortunate. It was a coach that a high school coach or something that it happened to, because he left the scene going to I-240, he said on his page. And after he left there, that's when he messaged me back. He was like, no, it wasn't Kenny Money. But by that time, Kenny Money had already and rest in peace, Young Dog. I was like, oh, let me, Lord, please let rest in peace, Young Dog. Send me a message back. So when I messaged rest in peace, Young Dog, I said, rest in peace, Young Dog. They saying that Kenny Money was killed. He said, I don't know who told you that, but I'm getting ready to see right now. He said, I don't know why they saying that. And so he called Kenny Money's mother, and he sent me a message back. He said, I just talked to the source myself. Kenny Money ain't he's still alive. And so that's when I was like, Lord, thank you. Because Player Cole, when he was calling folks, he was on live. When they came into his chat and said it, and they were saying, no, man, we ain't heard that. Well, if she was over there, it just confirms we already know who is putting the battery in her back, because he was the person that put the battery in the girl back who was harassing me, sending me them harassing emails for over a year. And he was telling her to do it, talking about I was a whore, I was a slut. The judge said, you can't send somebody harassing emails 10 times a day. And I never responded to that lady because I never met her before. I don't know her. Althea says, real deal Lee, and then put one finger in the air when we hit the owl. So I guess because I said, because I did get on my panel, I see what's going on now. And I was like, when the Young Dogs trial start, Blackwood News should be the person to get into the courtroom and do the commentating on it. So now I see that somebody is using help, got her on board, because some people feel like they're the only ones that's supposed to be talking about the Young Dogs case, and they trying to kill Blackwood News and his credibility, but God ain't gonna let it happen. She said, T, you have to read my comment. Okay, let me go back up. Oh, she said Bowers. I don't know who Bowers is. But God says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. This man has used people to launch an attack on me for 2 years, and it's been another female blogger doing the same thing. Um, but how can she say she for dog when she talk bad about his kids? I agree. Oh, she called you Bowers. Oh. And it's funny because the investigator was like, no, I don't think he involved this time. He said, I don't think he involved. And I was like, but what she's saying sounds too familiar to what that lady that was harassing me in them emails was saying. And they came from his channel. He said, I don't know. I think I'm gonna give him a pass. I don't think he involved. And sure enough, he is. Somebody sent me an email and said, no, Miss T, he is. Switch B says, anybody who talked the way she did about an innocent child, you know she missing a few screws. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. People that lash out on you all of a sudden with personal things that have nothing to do with anything means they've been harboring jealousy for a while. I agree. I agree, D Nice. I agree. That's what's wrong with the internet. People hide behind the computer acting tough. Some people are real life devils. I had a subscriber to call me last night, and I've told him, don't even worry about it because I have not listened to it really. And she was like, "Oh, Miss T, oh Miss T, you such a sweet person." I didn't think that. I just didn't think that a part. I just I thought that that person was. I said, don't worry about it because I know where that's coming from too. But like I was saying, y'all, you can't let the devil steal your joy. You just have to keep going and keep being great. Because it's funny how people get mad at me about Raven coming on my panel, but some of these same people have reached out to Raven to ask Raven to come on their panel. Isn't that weird? So they get people who they consider weak minded and that have no stop. Because that's the word. You get her started, she ain't got no stop. You could push her over the edge. It's a damn shame. That's why I say, y'all, as a woman, I kind of feel bad for her. And so, even though the attack is launched on me, and so, a lot of these people that won't that's mad about Raven coming on my channel has asked Raven to come and do an interview on their channel. Raven comes into my chat because Raven knows I'm not going to attack her. She knows that I'm not going to attack her. I've never met Raven. I don't know Raven. But that's why she comes into my chat. I would never attack a person if the police hadn't said that they was involved in something. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna perpetuate that energy either. Now I don't mean no harm. If Orange Mountain Quick came into my chat, I'm gonna have to go ahead and block him. I don't mean no harm, but I'm gonna just have to block him because that would be a little creepy to me. Yeah, that would be creepy to me. I said, "Quit, gone now. We don't want no." Yeah, I said, "Lord have mercy." Hey, Stan G was in my chat last night. I was surprised at Stan G's energy. But I ain't even get mad at him, y'all. I've gotten to a point where I just don't let people stress me out. I don't. Mm, mm, mm. I have a cartoon like Brazy said, Gutter Girl will get roasted. She best be glad it's Sunday. Come on, tomorrow's ham. I want to call her some cuss words. They said Stan G needs an apartment finder. So oh Lord. My issue with her is it takes two to tango. When I'm done talking, I'm done. Mofo talking and explaining myself. I be on YouTube, but no questions about the dog case, stressing herself for nothing. Diane says, let me get out of this car and go in the store and get my stuff. I'll be right back. Diane says, as they say, don't let the devil ride, because if you let him ride, he'll surely want to drive. I love this song. Don't let the devil ride, because if you let the devil ride, the devil gonna want to drive. If you let him ride, he'll want to drive. You sent me a message on Facebook. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Is it ringing? Until after the trial, Bobby Thomas says she ain't lying about your situation with men and why you don't have one though. So it sounds like to me that you're that person that has been perpetuating that has to go to court because you don't know me. If I'm such a whore, Bobby Thomas, and I know that you are a woman, if I'm such a whore, that means I will be having a man right now, right? That means I wouldn't be saving myself. Why is everybody so obsessed with my vajayjay? Why are y'all obsessed with the vajayjay of a woman that you've never even laid eyes on? You don't even know me, Bobby Thomas. And why are y'all so worried about me not having a man? I don't mess with women. I don't date women, Bobby Thomas. And I know that you are a woman in disguise, Bobby Thomas. Y'all take a snapshot of that name. Okay, let me see if I can get the page. Okay, so that they could trace that back too. Bobby Thomas, why are you so worried about my vajayjay? You don't know me. That lady has never laid eyes on me a day in her life. That's fake information that she got from but I ain't gonna even get into that. But y'all block Bobby Thomas. Hold on, y'all. Hmm. Diane, did you have your wrench last night? Leo said somebody keeps removing. Hmm. There's only really maybe two vloggers, but I do know a male vlogger who has an obsession with trying to send out any woman now anybody that he can to try and mess with me. So okay, thanks. Hold on, Diane. I thought I didn't. So they're taking my ranches. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I guess I'm gonna have to always do this. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all always remind me to put it on. See, I'm gonna have to log into Instagram because I'm not logged in on here. Let me see. See, he always get to the crime scenes first because he has the police scanner. And that young man said that has always been his passion, um, to be like a news reporter. Blackwood News is a young man, a young black man, young enough to be these folks' son, who had aspirations of being a reporter. And so he take it up on himself because he didn't go through the school part of it to get his phone and his camera and make a name for himself. And you got a bunch of bottom feeders that go against this young man to perpetuate a lie, to try and stop a young man's dream that's young enough to be their darn son. But God says, when I get them back for what they did, you're going to see me get them back. Y'all just watch the get back. The prayers have gone forward. No voodoo, no hoodoo, no nothing could ever interject with the prayers that have gone forward on these people. Thank you, Switch B. T Weather merch I've been waiting on since 5 years ago. I'm gonna get it together. I promise. They are jealous of Miss T. They can't rest. They keep throwing those shots to get her out of good space. They can't touch this. God has surrounded this child of God. I get up and meditate. I have people praying for me. I mean, I wonder when, but anyways, but it has to be on the inside of you because you can't force a grown person to do something that they don't want to do. So whatever that energy is, that evil energy is that festers inside of people that make them want to do what they do, I hope they get some healing. Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop. That's how it goes down. That's how it goes down. McNay makes you want to come up. Anybody else want to come up? Um. Okay. OG Snake Spotter wants to come up. Y'all hit the like button, you guys. Run the likes up for me. Okay, Dima. I know I figured you was sleepy. TMO. I like OG's. Lucy, you said she like OG Snake Spotter. Cool people. He's cool people. His perspectives make a lot of sense. Switch B says, I find it funny how all the real hate starting right before the trial. Right. It's to try and discredit people because so that folks can only come to certain channels. I see. We know exactly what's going on. Shaking my head, Miss Tamara. You've been working and writing this script for 2 to almost 3 years now. They finally come up with this BS. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, they come up with just it's crazy. Mm, mm, mm. Lord knows I hate they did that to that young black man. Lord knows I hate it. Still rocking with Tam. Shout out to Tam '08, been a member for 21 months. I appreciate that so much. And they know good and well that black man, young black man, did not say that. Ain't never been a part of no plays, don't know nothing about no vloggers really. Went on platforms just to promote his platform on Facebook because people was already using his content. Ain't got no personal relationships with nobody. Don't know nothing about no plays that go on YouTube. And they go do this, but God says when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back. Just watch the get back. They come at you one way and flee in 7 different ways. Watch and see how they start turning on each other. Talk to you later, Demon. Glad you was able to stop in. Love you, Demon. OG Snake Spotter and Mac Name Mace, I sent y'all the link. Hold on. That's weird. Okay, he said it won't let him come up. Hmm. But anyways, you guys, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button because I think we only had like 77 likes. So make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Um OG Snake Spider says they're trying to silence me. The truth. Yeah, because Magname Mace was able to come right on up.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Magname Mace, what's going on? What's the word?
Hey, man, everything good. Had to just let my dogs out. I showed like I was gonna come up. You know, I be having to get on my computer. I could get on my phone, but I don't like the phone.
Me neither. I don't like getting on through the phone either.
Yeah, yeah. So how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
You
Good
know, this
Sunday. It
this
feels
ain't
good.
this ain't the first time around the sun with this. You know, it happened with the male vlogger, and he's found a female vlogger to work with that is doing the exact same thing that he was doing.
Hmm. I just I feel like she just trying to eat off you. It'd be a lot to text in the comment, so I just say here and there. But I just feel like YouTube world is like it's an online community for sure, but it's like it's on a different level now. It's like because you got a lot of people want to bite off you. You got I think it's like it's real people. You feel me? It's a lot of imitators. You're gonna have a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just it's the industry, it's the world, it's that YouTube media. You know what I'm saying? It's the media. That's basically what it is. It's the media, and then you got some people like that woman got cricket. It's like she got 65,000, but it's crickets and shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just because you got a lot of following, that don't mean you Himothy or her. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't matter. It's all about do your people mess with you because they truly mess with you, or they mess with you because they like the content. And I know, like Minty, you bring us out. You brought us together. we've been rocking for years. You know what I'm saying? I've been
Yeah.
listening to you. I feel like you cover a lot of stuff. You don't just be stuck on one thing. You cover a lot of things. It been times like when the dog stuff happened, when you first started, hell, man, it been time we listened to you. Like Diane said, she take you in the phone in the store with her, no matter what she doing. Like it been times that you probably saved a lot of young black men from pulling that trigger. Just get on, like it's like therapy. It's like an online therapy at times. It just depends on how you use it. Hell, you can have shopping therapy. But I just feel like it's people genuinely do mess with like what you doing and come up here. Hell, you got Raven on from the cookie shop from the city on here. And many more, but I'm just saying, like, hell, Blackwood News, you got him up here.
Yeah.
And what it is, you got a lot of real content bringing people together. We come together, and that's what I see. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be people hate that. Miss T, one out of millions, you doing your thing. One bad seed out of a million seeds, you doing your thing. That's what
Thank
we
you,
do.
Renika. That's
I ain't
true.
trying.
I feel so terrible because Blackwood News is a young man,
Mm-hmm.
that had always had aspirations of being a news reporter. And you got older people that's jealous of him and try and perpetuate a lie that they
Yeah.
messed up on to try and ruin this young man.
They gonna hate. They gonna hate on them. Because you gotta understand, Miss T. Memphis got a lot of content brewing out the city right now, and anybody that's covering it, you gotta understand. We Memphis so real. We have bloggers from the city. We didn't have people. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of really new to Memphis because everybody from Memphis live their life, doing their thing. No matter if it's working in a warehouse or hustling or getting money, people doing their thing. People living their everyday life. But Memphis had started brewing out of hand to the point people like you, people like Blackwood News, really getting us under control. Got us under control in a way. Like it just depends on how you. Not saying you trying to control stuff. I'm saying, but y'all got us under control in a way, meaning we needed it. We needed real talk with Tamara. We need a Blackwood News. We need anybody, street politics. We need anybody that's representing the city that can speak up for the city. And you know what I'm saying? This ain't no bad idea of what's been going on for over 2 years of what
Right.
we've been doing. I really agree. And you cover a lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
I think and it's many people feel like you can't let nothing like that. Now I ain't gonna lie, Miss T. When I went to the little and I didn't even have to search. I'm on my timeline trying to have a good day on YouTube and bam, I'm like, oh, I ain't like how she put your face up there, and I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like that. You don't play like that. At that point, Miss T,
Right.
at that point, it ain't even about, I know people can cover things.
It's being worked on. Trust me,
Yeah,
it's
at
being
that point,
worked on. That's
yeah, like don't
definitely
come on now.
slander. You perpetuating a lie. You slandering me. You defaming my character, my brand. You have maliciously put out lies on me. I've never met
Mm-hmm.
this person. This person is working with someone else that has maliciously, that has already has an order of protection against them. I do believe, it's a lot of stuff going on, but in
It,
behind the scenes. But you use my likeness to slander me, right? To maliciously slander me with
it,
lies.
it's coming to the light. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody that has an enemy, they always gonna reveal themselves, Scooby Doo,
Mm-hmm.
because it's gonna be something you do that's gonna agitate them. It's the same way with dog. Damn, he's still going. He come back with the blue diamonds and the camo wrap cars, and he doing this. They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? When they steady trying to tear you down, our community and our people, we're known, we tear each other down. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and and, and when I'm saying that, it don't matter what it is, Miss T. It can be. It's just we always been like that. Our community tear each other down, or it's just competition because it's how we was raised. To our society is built off competition. You go to school, you got to compete against this team, and that's really where all that come from, competition. But I really don't. I really feel like you gonna have a hater, and that's just what it is. And I feel real, pure, passionate love that you got for the people because you give everybody a chance. If you see something that you see funny, you'll address it. You ain't that, but I feel like you done gave a lot of us a chance and opportunity, and people that blew up and got recognized because of this channel and from really the Dolph situation. Calm down, little man. Calm down. But yeah, so I just feel like, man, I just feel like people gonna hate on you, and it ain't gonna be many, but I do, and you gonna have the ones that laugh in your face, they'll play with you all day, but got that knife behind their back. So you gotta watch for those too. At least one thing about it, at least you know where your enemy stand when it comes to her. You know what I'm saying? At least she let it be known she wearing that little man. At least you know, okay, she's a main, she's a main target.
Mm.
And a lot of your people, a lot of us that follow you and listen to you, we don't know what's going on. We'll hear you probably go off on something. We don't know. We don't know what's in your phone, emails, and come to find out that stuff really going on. It's weird, man. But yeah, Miss T, I'm getting take care of my background. But anyway, yeah, Miss T, man, I ain't gonna lie, Miss T, you brought a lot of people together, and it is people ride with you for righteous. You got your people, and you doing your thing. You doing your thing because you just doing your thing. I don't see nothing wrong with you doing. And it ain't about just no young Dolph case. It's about everything. You be passionate about a lot of stuff you speak on. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's sad though when um you know this is hey, but this is something that she had been wanting to do.
Yeah,
It gives her gratification. Her
yeah.
thinking she tearing me down is not gonna do anything for her.
Yeah, see, Minty, that's what I was saying. Like, she been wanting to do it, probably was already doing it, but she seen she couldn't get to you. Your moderators, they on point. They ain't letting, man, they ain't letting nothing make it through the door. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They ain't letting nothing come through your council. You know what I'm saying? And it just, I feel real genuine about you. You know what I'm saying? I look at you as an auntie. You know what I'm saying? I got people that subscribe to you, be listening to, like, it's a real thing. People like conversation. And celebrities is in a situation they really can't say what we can say because we still got our souls. These folks ain't got their
Mm-hmm.
souls because they in contracts. Well, you can't do this. You gotta do this. You gotta walk like this, talk like this, act like this. We got our souls still. So people like us agitated here. It's a war going on because of us. People like us talking and speaking up, knowing the black communities is waking up to a lot of stuff, how to eat right, how to talk right, our lost history. And that's just, that's how I look at life. And,
Yeah,
you know,
I agree. I agree. I mean, it really. uh, Well, I was getting ready to say something else about it, but I've been told I can't even talk about it.
yeah,
Hey, I could have reported it, but I didn't even report it because I got some other stuff in the making. So
yeah, yeah.
I like the people told me, you do what you do, and that's vlog, and you let us do what we do. So
Right, right. Because
the only thing I still say about that is, I think that it's sad that it has to come to this, and then when everything hits the fan, folks gonna be saying that I'm wrong, for whatever comes behind that, because you can't just slander people. But hey, this lady, this just came from out of nowhere because I've never in my life done anything or said anything about this lady. Even when people tried to perpetuate certain stuff about her, I wouldn't let them. Just like
if people knew
I never let anybody talk about it in my chat. I would say,
yep, yep.
don't
You
speak.
always you always been like that, and when people
Yeah,
listen to you and know you, you
yeah.
don't talk down. You against black women tearing down black women. You said it quite a few
Mhm.
times. You ain't and not just black women, but all of us. But that's one thing you don't do. You don't see that's childish behavior. Like it was so off your league. You really didn't even know how to respond, get to her level, because that level is
Mhm.
so low vibration. I can just tell you,
Yeah, that's too much. She's on the level of a male vlogger.
yeah,
That's the reason why when people tell me they're in this together, there was another young lady that he had doing this to me that actually did, because it was harassment.
mm-hmm.
So I see now people try and they get people that they feel like is weak minded, that already have issues and things of that nature, and they use them to do their dirty work. But it's all good though. Hey, like I said, I'm gonna let the people that I gave that 25 to do what they do, and I'm gonna do what I do, because what I'm doing is gonna be permanent.
I ain't gonna lie, you talking about 20. You done went and gave them 425. They on
I
it,
had
man.
to, when you have to get somebody 25, I was mad as hell when I
Oh
walked
yeah,
in
you
that
for
door.
real. You know what
But
I'm saying?
you start, yeah.
You
So,
showing them lawyers and DAs, look, I'm not here to talk and play. I got an online cyber attack going on. Here's 25. Money talk. Ooh, I mean, I can tell you want to you gonna go. What is it? How much? That's it. That's all. That's your question. How much? If you see something you like, how much?
so
Yeah, that's
it's
how I
sad
go.
though. It is. It's sad,
It
but
is sad.
that's the
Now
reason why it prompted me to do, this video. And there's a lot of people that have attacks and stuff on the internet. Don't let
oh
the
yeah,
devil.
it's bad. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's bad. Like I feel like yeah, it's bad when it comes to that because it's like people can do, man. One thing about it, your name is everything, and it's good to shine your name and stuff. But nowadays, we living in a time you gotta shield your name from people because people will make up a lie on you,
Mhm.
especially if you're doing something right, like what you
That's
doing.
right. This
Or
lady completely attacked me with a lie. So I'm sleeping with married men. That's slander. I'm sleeping.
yeah,
I've broken up homes and got police officers fired, and
yeah,
in a cahoots with black youngster and all of this stuff. Like that's slander. That's defamation of character. You
yeah.
can't just make up stuff just because. And nobody cares about when the stuff hit the fan because I'm taking this far as it goes. Well, somebody sent that to me. You don't just defame somebody's character, but nobody can
Mhm,
ever get you to just do something like that, not unless you take gratification in just doing that. Because nobody could ever send me no information about nobody, whether it's fake or real. I'm not getting ready to put no crazy mess out
yeah.
like that about nobody. That's not what my vlog is for.
She trying to run herself up. That's when I seen her, I'm like, oh man, she somebody sitting in the bushes, hating on her, sitting back, hating on you, you know what I'm saying? And she just couldn't hold back. She revealed herself. And I didn't even know who y'all was talking about at first. Like I just, until y'all say the name, and then YouTube algorithm is so like it's moving like a wave, a tide in the ocean because the same thing you could be talking about me. I go on my YouTube and bam, I see the person y'all talking about, and it's like, yeah, that's not good. You feel me? Then you putting people pictures on your thumb. No, man, it's just certain stuff. Some people, man, see, you gotta understand. Some people just don't have morals and value as a person. And that's another thing, some people ain't got the same morals that me and yourself might have, and
Mhm.
and that's just what it is. And you want time to tell everything. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
because
me,
I had people send me information about this lady that had been attacked her before,
yeah.
and I mean sending
Her
it in.
name, Miss T. Her name speaks for itself.
Yeah,
You
and
know
I
what
still
I'm
I
saying?
still won't put it out. Yeah, and I still won't put that information out because I don't have the type of a
Yeah,
mental
like
to have.
man,
Yeah.
yeah, like man, T, if you put that as your name off the rip, like when I seen that name years ago, I don't really pay a. It's hard to gravitate. Like now, I ain't gonna lie. Like it's people like academics. He been doing this type stuff. I give him his flowers on this stuff because our DJ academics been doing this because of the Chicago drill scene. But and I bring that up because with this block, man, some people get it twisted. Like you said, you have an organized panel. The way you carry yourself on here, the way you hold it down is organized. You ain't just it. We learned this in elementary. Run on sentence. You ain't as run on. You try not to be as run on with. When you come on here and you congregate with the people, you just keep it pure running. And I like that myself. Like just keep it flowing. But
Somebody said her numbers had been going down, so when she started slandering me,
yeah,
they started suggesting her videos, and that is slow down. Oh, okay,
yeah,
this is what I need to do to get my likes up, and
yeah.
views. That's sad. You slander somebody, you defame their character. But
But see,
yeah,
you
it's not gonna be worth it in the end though.
But now you see, now you gotta sit there and say, now you gotta sit there and say, this is where you come in and say, Miss T, I see what them young men be going through out there. I see what young
Mhm. Somebody said,
Hey,
I don't
hey, Miss
know why she
T.
was coming for you when you was defending her. Yeah, I defended her.
Yeah.
And
Look,
somebody
Miss
said
T.
that. And that makes, I mean, you have to understand. I don't, I,
Dang.
I don't really know. I guess I should have known, like, if a person can talk bad about children, then they'll do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't say that I'm a for young Dolph, and then I sit up and call his daughter dirty and head nappy, and say
You
his
don't do that
son
no
don't.
way.
Yeah,
You
his
don't do
son
that.
don't look like him. I don't know who he looked like. I don't
Yeah,
know who he looked like, but he don't look
yeah.
like him. That's evil.
The way we came up in the South, we don't play by kids no way. For real, we don't. You don't say nothing about that child, special, unspecial. You don't say nothing about that child. That's just real talk. We don't play about kids. When we don't,
But
man, when you
when people
become
see
grown.
my picture, it's gonna make them want to click on that video, right? So
Mhm.
that, like I said, that's the reasons why I this is my lawyer right here. Hold on, y'all. Called me on a damn Sunday.
I'm gonna hold it down.
Hold on.
Hey, y'all, you know what I'm saying? When you become grown out here, when y'all become grown and mature, it's some stuff that ain't even funny no more. There's some stuff just ain't even funny no more. You lose a sense of humor to a lot of stuff because man, people be um, you live and learn. Cash you, although the name, yeah, so the name speaks for itself. You feel me? Shit, man, the name speaks for itself. I'm gonna turn my camera on real quick. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. All right, forget all feet all in the wind and shit. But yeah, man, turn my camera on. I'm gonna turn my camera off now. I'm a little scruffy. You gotta be prepared coming up on me, mama. For you, I'm good, but you gotta be prepared, boy. Where's the baby? He back there. He in his room. We don't come in. He like, where's the baby? I don't hear him. Where's the dog? In the room. They in the room. Man, y'all want to see everything. Where the dog at? Where the baby at? Come on, Nico. Nico, come here. Come here, boy. He at that Tuesday, so come here, boy. Yeah, man, look my little boy right here, man. Nico, man. Say hey to the camera. Say hey, man. Stop touching stuff. Look, tweet crazy too, man. Yeah, man. Say hey, y'all. Say hey, y'all. Man, we on YouTube, man. We live. We on Weird Talk with Tamara, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it, man. All right, now go play. All right, stink. Hey, stink. Bye, stink. Get out of here. Hey, stink. Bye, stink. I don't even play with my kid too long. I love them. I don't play. Hey, they say, hey, little man. Yeah, I got what they call them. I got me a what they call it. I got me a little citron, baby. A little citron, man. Little Mac 98, man. I like I interracial, man. I can get them all. I'm talking about from Brazilian, Mexican, Honduran, white, black, mixed. Yeah. What?
I'm back. I'm back.
Minty back in the building. I didn't put my baby on the camera and
I
everything.
saw him. I was looking at him. I was like, he is so freaking cute.
Yeah,
What's his little name?
Nico Xavier Johnson.
Okay.
Nico
How
Xavier
old is he? Look
Johnson.
like he's about 2 years old.
He just turned two. February the 2nd. Yep. Old Nico. That's my little boy right there. I don't miss a beat with him. You know what I'm saying? Let him be a kid. Let him, he got his own world. He's spoiled now. I ain't gonna lie, he's spoiled. Yeah. Yeah, now, I ain't gonna lie, like that's what keep me sane,
Mhm.
having a
Yeah,
child.
our kids and stuff keep us saying we have to set good examples for our
Yeah,
children. And that's the reasons why we have to keep positive energies. I always say, what we have to do is we have to make sure that we keep ourselves healthy. That means physically and emotionally and mentally. And once we take care of ourselves first, that's when we can take care of everybody else. If we don't take care of ourselves and we deteriorate, we can't do nothing for nobody else.
yeah, you right, Miss T. And I told a little young dude that, man, about a couple months ago, I was cutting his hair, just some little side money thing, and I told him, I said, he was talking about his girlfriend always putting him out. He ain't got no job, they young. I said, bro, you gotta understand, y'all young. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your stuff together. I said, before you try to love a girl or a female or whatever woman, you gotta be able to take care of yourself. You can't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of her, your kid. It ain't no point of trying to rush to a relationship if you ain't financially ready and mentally all that. You gotta be ready because then you're gonna be living miserable. Always arguing. When your bank account full and your pocket full and your safe full, what to argue about?
Mhm.
Ain't
I'm
no
telling
arguing.
you.
Yeah, but yeah, Miss T, but you keep it real, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep. You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. It's not gonna
Keep it
change
real.
anything
Yeah,
as it relates to the young dogs case. I can
right.
see, um, what we can see is that the person that tried to perpetuate, um, do some things to me the first time, they're now going about another way. So if
Yeah,
you can put into the atmosphere, that I was a part of a murder. So
yeah,
now what you're doing is you're trying to jeopardize my life by saying that I was a part of the Young Doss murder. What you're trying to do is put something into the atmosphere with all of the subscribers that you have to try and create an atmosphere for someone to come and take me out. So now you're putting my life in danger,
for
which
real.
has me up under a lot of duress and stress.
Yeah. Now
And
see,
she's working with another vlogger that had tried to do that to me before. Now they're going about it another way. But we'll let other people handle that because it has me up under too much stress. The mere fact that these people are trying to put my life and my family's life in danger.
yeah. That's all right, Miss T. Like for real. Like when it come to that, I understand. I respect how you take going about the situation as a man to a woman. I respect how you carry yourself about the situation. And just when it come to that, hell, ain't and if she has some money, we want a piece of it just because that's what come with being sued. You know what I'm saying? You can't, Target can't be posting on Walmart, and you know what I'm saying, like talking, it's just some stuff you can't do and advertise, and that's just what it
Mhm.
is. And if no matter, it don't even gotta be jail time, but you can get some heavy paperwork to that though. You get you some paperwork with a price on it too.
Mhm.
What they call it, a balance, Miss T. What the government say, a balance.
Mhm.
So no, Miss T, you doing your thing, and you been doing your thing, and you appear to me just you can't make another mid real talk with Tamara. Everybody got their own soul and purpose in life, and you got a purpose in life, and you here, we here. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And we got sick people that want to delete it. Got
Mhm.
sick people that want to delete a young dog, want to delete a town, want to delete a Mac man. It's just that you got the good, and it's crazy. It's sick. You know what I'm saying? I can't surround myself around it. You know what I'm saying? It's just some stuff you get old. Some stuff don't even sound right to you, Miss T. I used to hear grown people tell y'all stop all that cuss. It don't even sound right when you cuss. And as you get old and get that wisdom, you see what they talking about. Some stuff don't sound right. I see a little 8-year-old cussing. Hey, what? You better watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And time fly, me to you. I ain't gonna lie. I went from saying yes so into yes sir, and still say yes ma'am, yes sir, no sir. And I got kids calling me sir, yes sir. I gotta be like, go there, they go. They're like yes sir. Time fly. You
I'm
know what I'm
telling
saying?
you.
Yeah, man. It fly. And I
So
just
what
say
you gonna think? So what you think gonna come about as it relates to this young dogs case? Do you think that straight dropping them are going to go? You think they're gonna change that court date again?
well, knowing how the court system work, yeah, it ain't gonna be like no. they go to court, boom, they get it's gonna be a little bit more time. I think March is just the start. It's the beginning of okay, we going in, we finna go through the court side of it now. You been we've been keeping you too long. We done made enough money, a lot of money off you rotting in here. We tired of looking at you. So what we finna do now, just go on get this court thing settled. I say by June they gonna be going to the big house if proven guilty. I can't now. One thing about it, I give people a fair chance when it comes to their cases. Because of where I come from and where we come from is I can't just say, oh yeah, he gonna get gone. Now he get found guilty, he going up that road, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I never said I ain't got it in my heart to say free somebody that consequent. Because if I go kill somebody, I'm be in jail, and y'all ain't gonna be caring about me. So I can't care about somebody that's finna get sent up or like that, unless I know them or something like that. But like, if you did it, bro, you gotta pay your consequences in life, and that's just what it is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and don't lie about it. God dang, people are lying, taking the trial, man. T. You lie so much, you're going to trial. That's what they don't like, because now you're playing. We showed you what we got. We gave you a whole library of what we got on you. And you still, I ain't do it. I don't want no, I ain't accepting that deal. You can't play with them folk like that, because then you offending them, you making them mad, you making them spend money. But yeah, they definitely gonna push him back a little bit, about a month or two. March, April, May, June. Yeah, June is by June. I ain't gonna lie, by summertime, we gonna be in there. We gonna be in the herd or something. And I got my hand on my chin. We gonna be in the herd or something on that one, like, because that's just how it is. But it's not. It's a process, and they had long enough with them. They tired of looking at them. They ready to go and get them up out of there. That pressure on them. They got the right judge, from what I see. That woman got the bulletproof glass, like shield. I mean, it really ain't bulletproof. It's like, but it's still a shield. And that, she knows she got to put some brothers. That she got to send them up. And when I first seen that lady come in, and the way I seen her presenting herself, it's game time, Miss T. And I hate our people, and they young. I hate these youngins, man. And we all were young at one point, but dang, bro, 20, 21, you ain't fully lived your life yet, man. For real, you ain't fully. You think you grown, but you ain't lived for real, man. You gone. Now you finna go for killing young dog and hating on or getting influenced by the money. Not really just, but influenced and so much history with the streets and the side of it. But it's sad. It's a sad situation, man. When you really look at it, when people stop laughing, because it's a time and place for everything. When you look and think about this stuff's sad, and it's sad. I ain't gonna lie, it's sad. And I got respect for you letting Raven get up there and talk, because I'm a person, I got the type of heart. Some people got a lot in common, and it's just like, what I mean, they're like, we don't know. Hey, we can't go off speculations of stuff when you hear stuff. You gotta go off the facts. Now, I think when Dolph got sent up, it was a lot of theories because of what everybody was trying to put together. But the way I hear her speak and the way I hear her talk, like, people got to come with it. I know, she from my environment, and it's like, I can imagine what she probably went through. But I was just using that like example. I was listening to the channel last night, and you had on there, and I was like, man, Miss T give people a chance, and it don't even matter. Like, you give people a chance. I feel like people that constantly come around and the ones that hide and tuck their tail, and you begging for answers. You got the paparazzi out the house, outside your house. What happened, Raven? What happened? See, they want Raven to be like that. They want Raven to be in the house with the paparazzi outside begging to get some answers because she's scared to talk. She talking she talking, and she respectful. You know what I'm saying? When
Right.
hearing her talk last night, saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. That's where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what, that woman got respect, and
Mm-hmm.
respect go a long way with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could be looking and be like, oh, okay, she said yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it'd be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a trigger in your head when you hear respect. And that's just what it is. I don't attack people either unless I know. Now, if I know, I ain't finna fake the funk with you. I ain't finna, and I'm pretty sure you the same because you just said it. If old
Mm-hmm.
man will come up here, I'm gonna have to block him. Miss T said,
Right.
on
Right.
now.
I think she know that I'm not going to attack her, not based
Yeah,
on what I've heard on
yeah.
YouTube,
And at the
because a
same,
lot of these people on YouTube, what they have is just their opinion.
yeah,
I have not heard anybody credible to
and what it
say that
is,
that she was involved. So I'm not going to perpetuate anything that will cause another human being
yeah,
to be killed. Now, I
yeah,
guess people respect vloggers more that have gotten her address and put her address out there with hopes of people going up in to her house and
yeah, yeah,
killing her. To me, that's sadistic. Even the investigators have said that a vlogger, they had gotten word that a vlogger was putting out her information and trying to perpetuate an
yeah,
atmosphere for people to run up in the cookie shop and kill some other people. So you're
yeah,
trying to tell me that that's sane? That's why I say when all of this is over, not only are you going to see vloggers and lawsuits, you're going to see some of them going to jail,
yeah,
because what a lot of these people are perpetuating is absolutely grotesque to me. So it's not going to happen on my channel. It's not going to be a bloodbath. It's not going to be any of that. She has
yeah,
not been, I'm not telling people not to have their own opinion. I want
yeah.
for every individual to have their own opinion, just
But
like I have my opinion. You're
right,
absolutely right, real as it gets. That's the reason why the investigator could tell me that vlogger was perpetuating an atmosphere and putting out. They saw when the girl's address was put out,
dang,
perpetuating an atmosphere. Y'all trying to tell me that folks like that is respected, where you're trying to create an atmosphere where you get a lot of sick people that's mentally sick to try to go up in the cookie shop and kill that girl based on what you think. Well, she changed her story, so she must be involved. So yeah, they need to
I
go
ain't,
up
I
in the shop and
yeah,
kill them. I'd be out of my damn mind to even think like that.
yeah, you're right, Miss T. And but when people hear something that came out your mouth and it went inside their ears, I ain't gonna, and we just gotta keep it real. When people watch and listen, that's just like my son. That's just like people, kid. That's just like your peers, your loved ones, your mama. If your parent hears something come out your mouth and you
Mm-hmm.
done said something and you ran something by them, and then when they don't forget, or it might even come. They probably you don't probably you probably didn't, your parent probably didn't even hear it. I mean, you probably didn't hear your parents hear it come out your mouth. I'm gonna say that you probably didn't hear your mom. You probably didn't know your mama heard what you said, and then when you come around and and she question you about it, and then you say, nah, it catches it do. A lie will kind of throw people off, and I ain't saying that's the case, but if I seen something with my own two eyes and you deny it, it's hard. It's hard to just it do be hard to roll with, like, okay, like, what's up with you? Because I seen this with my own two eyes. Forget what people. What I seen something like, what I'm saying, like, when, like, damn, was it a dream? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. And that's any situation. That's me. That's any situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't make yourself suspect by lying. And that's anybody. That's me. That's anybody. Because you're gonna be looking like a low down person. You're gonna be looking like a low down person when you live like that. You don't want to be no low down person, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like to hear honey and honey and stuff. Like the book say, go in my ear. And when I hear that honey, yeah. But when you start hearing, y'all, it's something out, yeah. You gotta be thorough. And there's a lot of people listening. There's a lot of people watching, and it's you gotta be careful, man, when you out here on these. I was saying.
That's what
That's
they
what I
say.
was saying, Miss T.
Allegedly, that's what they
Yeah,
said. That's what
allegedly.
they said she is allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. But allegedly, That's what I was saying, Miss T. You more high tech. I said that like a couple minutes ago. Like you more high tech, and when I say that, like you more educated. You know what I'm saying? You had that cap and gown on. You know what I'm saying? You had the black, gold, green, and gold on. Probably you got some pictures in the house. Yeah, you got your degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know that's why I look at it. You know, she was slow. You know, bless. No, I ain't gonna say that. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. You know, she the hey. I'm like, how you got all man? You booming over here. Did you buy these subscribers? Man, she booming, and I'm like, with nothing on the table. Man, you boom, you ain't got nothing. The type of person to throw a party ain't nothing in the damn 2 liters. Ain't nothing. Where the food at? Oh man, y'all some it them type of people, man. God dang, you throwing that big old party, ain't got nothing on the table. Ain't nothing. God dang. She hating on you, Minty. That's all.
You're right, DJ Sip. So I'm not gonna let her trick me out of my position.
Minty, we
Because
over
I
here.
was told, they was like, you get her on it. She's slow. She ain't gonna stop. All you got to do is do this, this, and that. And I was like, dog. Even when they was, she was putting that stuff out. I thought about what they had said about. I was like, dog. You know, I hate that they putting that battery in that lady back when they already said that she's slow like that.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be slow to going out like that though. Anyway, that's like the lowest. That's you low now and you done stoop low because it's cold out here that people you can talk in cold. That's cool. You can talk in cold, but when you go so low to put out certain things, it's just certain things you just don't do as a person. That's how you know some people don't even come from where we come from. Some people, you know what I mean? Some people can lie about what they from. Anybody can say they from here and there, but if they ain't got no trail or no like, you know what I'm saying? It's certain things when I first started coming on your channel, I kind of had to I ain't have to show too much, but I had to show something, nigga. Show us something like, show like okay. Like show us you really rotate. And like that's really what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we can't nobody really this woman just on YouTube trying to she was some crazy lady probably somewhere in who knows where. Probably somewhere, man, nobody will never find it. You know what I'm saying? But the Fed, somebody the government will find them, but some weird place. Like this woman don't, man. This woman just it's people on here, they just going with the wave. And I be seeing, I'm like, dang, man, they messing YouTube up. They mess, man, YouTube they ain't making no money off that, but it's like, man, YouTube, man, come on. They gotta get that under control, man. It's like some stuff it's like some people should apply to get a damn camera phone and shit now. I be seeing so much stuff on TikTok in my TV, and I be like, man, some people to have a camera, you need to apply. Some people gotta apply. Show us you got photographer skills. Show us that you got videos, whatever, some stuff like that. Man, some stuff shouldn't be laid out. Yo, hey.
She using my name. My name is trademark. She got my name on her
Yeah,
page, slandering my brand.
yeah, she do. I did see, yeah. And then there's some sick people in the comments. The comments ain't even flooding like that, but it's sick people that everybody got a following base.
Yeah, but she's
And
slandering me. She's slandering
man,
me.
she got
And
the crack, man. I went over there.
she just sent we've been getting snapshots of everybody, all of our people that has been coming over here based on what she has said.
Yeah. I went over there, man. It's like the crazy house over there. I'm not going. Don't tell me to go see what she said, y'all. Don't y'all ain't gotta even tell. I don't even intervene.
She got Blackwood News when he was on my show. She steady trying to perpetuate that lie when she know darn well she went on his channel, and as they told me she wanted to be the first to put that out. She heard him reading his comments, and because she looked like a fool, she's trying to find every way to try and make me in that young hell. I ain't even had nothing to do with it. I'm sitting up on Player Code's, sitting up in Player Code's channel when all of this stuff happened, and hearing that this had happened. And Player Cole says, Kenny Money dead. Who told you that? Then he said, she ain't from Memphis. Ain't nobody said that. So we immediately started trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, weird. Hell, she weird now. I ain't gonna lie, that was weird. Like, come on, like now, dang, like let stuff come out. Like, okay, me myself, I'm getting, I got the hang of YouTube. Like, if something come out, everybody that's into that, everybody got their own channel. You got different gas stations. You got different shopping centers. You got different places you can go and get and consume. And that's how I'm looking at it now. Just because Miss T might talk about something and then somebody else might cover something, that don't mean they copying each other, man. They just covering real life events. And that's just all it is. That's what we got to cover this in. And I had to get used to that. Like, man, I had to sit back and be like, well, I can't look at it like that. It's a brand. Like you said, Miss T, Real Talk with Tamara. If I want to go see what we're talking about, let me T talking about today. Let me get ready. Let me get my smell good. Man, I be all in the shower, Miss T. Sometimes I be like, hold on, let me, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be in the shower like, man, I just see Miss T go live, forgot to put the phone on. I'm like, man, hold on, let me jump out with that and get turned. Like so. I don't know, man. Sometimes it be like but I always truly been like I rock with who I rock with. I ain't buddy. I come from.
And somebody was saying some of the other vloggers that's egging her on because she doing their dirty work so good. They ain't throwing her up under the bus. They just slickly sliding her up under the bus, letting folks know she cap, but want to play good because they know they sending her out. She crazy enough to tell that it's them, and then they want to continuously use her. And so this is what happened to the other people that was sent out that came at me. And then what ended up happening was when they saw that it wasn't playtime no more and they started getting them papers, the people that was sending them out started disassociating themselves and said, don't call me. Anything you got to say to me, say it on here. You know, but that's what people do.
Miss T, check this out. Like, it's okay if people that's not from Memphis to talk about things. It's okay, but and it's okay we all come together. Cause you know we live in America. It's other cities, other places, but you know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is when that woman says some stuff she didn't say, it just get her off here because you just know off the rip it ain't true. Like, woman, you not from there. You ain't from Memphis. You that oh well, she got people over there. Woman, it's people from the city and everywhere that came through Miss Tamara, Miss Real Talk with Tamara channel and panel. It's all kinds of people that came through. I'm talking about powerful, man. It been some real people that came up here. Like y'all but when you ain't from there, now you just making assumptions and you just run on sentences, run on. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be not from me. It's okay. But when you say things, it is a person like me. It's like, oh, you just talking now. Come on now. You weird. You like one of them bloggers that I had to block. You know what I'm saying? Them cap bloggers and stuff. Come on, man. That's just where we got to start. I might start the movement. You know, you got cap bloggers and you got the real. When you so real, you know authentic stuff from the counterfeit. Just keep it moving, block them in. Don't subscribe to them. Stop subscribing to them. Hell, how that woman got all them goddamn, I would call it out. How she got all them subscribers? I'm still on that. Because when I went over there, it was very remedial. And it was a nursing home. It was crickets. And it was mental home. It was some mental. It was like Lakeside and Memphis mental health institution down there.
And let me just say this: I'm not mad at the people that's sending me everything, that's screen recording it and sending it to me because I do need it. But I just had been staying away from it and letting the other people handle it. But I needed to give to them too. So I'm just starting to see it because I understand that she is twisted. And it made me mad, you know, for somebody to be, you know, defaming your character like that.
Yeah. I mean, see, I ain't gonna lie. I know it made you mad because it made me mad because that when I knew, like, dang, I really mess with Miss T. You know what I'm saying? I really like Miss T, like an auntie. Like, I like this. Miss got my auntie up here like that. That's how I looked at it. Like, I really did not like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can imagine. I can imagine like that right there. Yeah, you got every right to talk about it. This woman got you all on the thumbnail.
That's
No,
what's going on, Russell. That's what I think.
no, that is not cool. It's weird. It's weird. Like you mediocre woman. You crazy.
And everything, everything that I said, I never said a name, but it's allegedly. It is what was told to me by people on YouTube,
Yeah.
and I still didn't regurgitate it because I didn't have no interest. When this lady was saying this stuff about Young Dog's children, it was a group of people that wanted to launch an attack on her, and reached out to me to participate in it by using my platform, and I would not do it. As a matter of fact, I was just playing against it. You know what I mean? One of the reasons why I stand out like I guess the lone person, is because people have wanted me to be involved in things that I just flat out would not participate in as it relates to violating other YouTubers. Hell, I wouldn't get on here saying everything. That's one of the reasons why I've always stressed I'm not in no sector. Don't try to put me in no sector. I'm
Yeah.
not I'm not working against anybody. I'm not going along to get along. Hey, I can wish you well. I can support you, but leave me alone. I don't want to participate in launching no attacks on nobody. And she has been the one. And she's one of the ones I actually felt really sorry for, because I was like, dog, why they want to, keep doing that to her? They already put her in the hospital one time. Why they constantly want to launch attacks on her? Because they can't control her or something. And so even when I asked a female vlogger, I was like, well, they, talking about what they did to her, and they got her address and all of that. And she said no, she forgot she got drunk one day and got up on the damn panel and gave and told folks where she was at. Hell, they didn't hack her. I said, oh, okay, because I didn't know.
Mm. Yeah. That's crazy. I can't believe,
He
man.
told
You
me, no, it ain't. It's not what you think. And see, I didn't know the whole story. And the only thing I know is I was like, men, these men didn't have no business attacking this woman like that.
real talk. Real talk.
But like I said, it's crazy.
Yeah, gotta stay. Some people mental, and I mean, from what I mean, some people mental and thought, and just on some whole different type of other stuff. And
Right. Nosy Ho is getting sued by Nicki Minaj. Cardi B sued. Well, Nicki Minaj is suing Nosy. Cardi B is she sued Tasha K. And it's no different than what this lady is doing to me. Now it's funny that what she is doing is she's trying to put me. It's almost like it's a play. What we're going to do is we're going to say, because if people can hide behind you and push you to the limit, that's what they do. That's what happened with the other people that I had to take to court. So people was hiding behind them and pushed them to the limit. And when the shit hit the fan, I was looking at it. The people were saying, don't call me. Don't call me on the phone. I don't want to talk. I don't want nothing. I ain't in it.
yeah, and we live in America. Just because we on YouTube, that don't mean you can't make a threat and think can't nothing happen to you. Because we in America, man. You gotta still know your laws and what to do's and what not to do's. You can't be on here all freely making threats, because it might be a law by the citizen and get you taken down. Hey, look,
I would never feel sorry for her again, because I see now she is just all of this. It has, because somebody was saying, I don't think that male vlogger involved. I think that this is something that she has had on the inside of her, the whole time. So why would she why this is anger that she had been holding. So then, somebody has sent me something where another female vlogger was egging it on. Now this female vlogger uses Blackwood News information. This woman knows that Blackwood News ain't a part of no plays, he ain't a part of nothing, but because you hate me so bad, You want to see, you already said this lady was off. You want to see this lady consistently go over the edge because she's gonna get some paperwork. And but you want to see her defame me so bad that you egg her on and perpetuate this garbage when you all dealt with this lady first. And I know you did because you told me. You saw what went on before I was even on the scene. And so you know how she is when people say that it's something wrong with her. She don't know how to stop. And the reason them Texas boys put her in the damn hospital. But you perpetuate that as if Blackwood News and egg this lady on that you all say is mentally unstable, allegedly, to say that this young man would be involved in a play as well as myself. And you use his information. That ain't cool. Now, regardless to how you feel about me, you ain't never even heard me get up on my platform and say anything about her. And all that stuff happened. And somebody said she was bringing up all the stuff that had happened between me and her. And I was mad at her about her facts. How the fuck would I ever be mad at her? That ain't even how that went down. The reason me and that particular vlogger got into it, and we didn't even get into it, I just cut it off. And I never even spoke about it, is because at that time, Raven came up on my panel. And the vlogger, the female vlogger, came into my chat. And she said, hey, how you doing? Because one of my old moderators told me why she got mad, because I didn't know. And she said, she said something. It was like, you're not going to speak to me? Hell, it was commotion going on up on my chat. People was going at it, and I don't like that chaotic atmosphere. I was trying to keep folks calm. So I didn't even see what she was posting in my chat. And the next thing I know, 10 minutes later, she jumps on her vlog. This is a vlogger that I was talking to on the phone that I thought was trying to help me, that was giving me the lowdown on everything that was going on YouTube. And jump on your vlog instead of calling me when you have your phone. My phone number say, were you and Raven running a play? Now, this is a vlogger that said that she had reached out to Raven and actually don't believe that Raven was involved. Just like myself, because I haven't heard that she was involved. But you get mad at me and do that. And so then when she tried to call me back to talk about it, it was too late, because I liked her. So if you do me wrong like that, it can't be no reconciliation. You can't call me and talk about it later when you should have called me at that point, rather than getting mad and making assumptions and jumping on your live and doing me like that. So if you're going to tell the truth. It ain't got nothing to do with what nobody put out, because I don't care what people put out on their vlog. Whatever their facts are, I don't care. I say, if you use my information, why don't you say where you got it from? And even still, y'all don't hear me getting on here talking bad about it, defaming her character, nothing. I just moved on. About a month ago, I said I should give a shout out to her, because she was the one that gave me the lowdown about everybody on YouTube and what was going on YouTube. I gave her a shout out, even though we don't even communicate, because that's not how I live my life. I'm not going to go back and forth with people defaming me and things of that nature. So then I hear, because I ain't been listening to the lady, that she jumps on her vlog talking about, and yeah, she got mad at her because of her facts. What the F you talking about, bitch? If you ain't heard me talk about it, because I don't get on here and perpetuate that type of garbage. So it made me want, I was like, dog, is she behind all this too? So then somebody sent me a screenshot of her perpetuating, saying, yeah, because Blackwood News be up on her panel. Lady, you use his stuff. So you're saying that we're involved in a play to set this woman up, when that man don't know that woman? When you looked at everybody, when he looked at what happened, and it's on his channel on YouTube, where somebody said something about Kenny Money. He said, oh man, Kenny Money, oh man. Now I'm sitting up on in Player Cole's live when we hear that this stuff has happened. And she's sitting up talking about me and Black, defaming my character, saying that me and Blackwood News, instead of owning that she was wrong and did what the people say she do, jump and ran wanting to put out information first and looking like a fool. and want to defame my character, but she's not going to defame my character. I got all the screenshots of the people that she has sent over to my live. They say I'm on the phone with Young Dolph when he got shot. Lady, you put me up under a lot of distress. My lawyer just called me on a Sunday. You put me up under a lot of distress, putting my life and my family's life in danger, implicating me in being a part of a murder, and using my likeness to do it just so you can get views.
Yeah, man, that man don't. Yeah, yeah, that man don't. You can tell he don't. You know, that man don't know that woman. Hell, man don't know. That man just doing what he doing out there in the city of Memphis. And as same as well go for you. And it shoot, man. That's just what it is, man. They just some people gonna be outside looking in. I think this is another thing, Miss T. Once upon a time, she wanted to be your friend, and y'all didn't click. You know what I'm saying? You really can't click with somebody you don't really know like that. You don't know what's their agendas. You know, I can just, y'all just didn't click. And it's just self-explanatory. A lot of people you don't click with, that don't mean you got no secret beef with. Y'all just don't click. You know what I'm saying? Like even me, I me being a male, you know what I'm saying? It's some males that I go around like it's like an alpha thing, but it's like you go around, but you like, nah, I know I got, you gotta respect another lion's den because y'all will bump heads. You'll bump heads with some, so it's like I tell me, oh, I can't go over here, or I can't mess with this person like that. Like hey, keep it moving, but you just know some people you just don't click with, and some people you connect with, and that's just how it is. She didn't click with you because she just trying to, y'all doing the same thing, but she doing something that you doing, and she ain't even not even from there. Like, and she looking for information, and it's like she soak up a lot of these people be soaking up, especially people that's like, it don't matter what it is. Like, if you can't be, I can't be from Memphis and telling people what people in California doing. I just can't. Like, it don't matter if I got a brother live in California. I can learn about it and I can give my input on it, but I can't tell California people about their life or Texas people about what's going on over here or over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, that's how it is. So people have to respect it. Like, you can do what you do, but just respect. Like, these people is really affiliated with the city of Memphis. So don't, just gotta respect that. That's all it is. Just respect that. Like, it's different. Like, if you were from Utah, I wouldn't be on your channel just because, like, what? Like, I grabbed to you, come like, oh, she from the community. You know what I'm saying? She from the community. She from South Memphis. You know what I'm saying? She know about the environment, know about the area. You know what I'm saying? It's if you gotta put your boots on and your umbrella on a rainy day, you going out, get some information if you got to. So you got your boots to the ground, and I always respect it. I'm like, man, T from the city, like, you know what I'm saying? I can talk about some stuff and it sounds familiar to her. I can say a street name and she'll know, you know what I'm saying? And it just, that's what really, and it's like, dang, we got the community. And that's why I look at it, it's an online community. Like, and that's why really I still be myself. I ain't putting on no character on myself. I always been respectful. Meaning, if if it's a lady on here that's 50 years old, Miss T, I'm not finna be sitting up here with no 50 women my mama age, or talking crazy around people that's my mama and my uncle and grandma in their age. Just loose lips, just running. I got respect, and just because I carry myself like that in the outside world, I can carry myself like that on YouTube. And that's just how it is. Respect, and I don't kill to give respect. And some people just ain't raised right. Some people ain't, and some people probably were raised right.
I believe it's just in my opinion that lady has psychosis, because for her to be believing what she believe, that, especially if she's sitting on top of, she gets innocent people locked up. What innocent people have I gotten locked up? If you saying ain't nobody told you that, that means you have psychosis.
Yeah.
And now that they sending me messages saying she's saying I was on the phone with young Dolph when he got killed. That's psychosis. What
Yeah.
so what she's doing is she's putting me up under a lot of stress. Y'all saw how it just went off, right? That comes from the rest and the stress that she has put me up under because of the lies that she is putting out. Because
Yeah.
when you put out that I am a part of a murder, that's they let her use her YouTube page to do that. This lady will stop at nothing anytime you get Blackwood News struck and where he can't go live for 29 days to perpetuate a lie when you know that that boy didn't say that, that you jumped out of the basement, you jumped out of the basement to um to try to put information out first that turned out to be a lie and you didn't check it. He never said that. She listening, she looking at the comments, and she has put out vlog after vlog to support that lie. That's what you call mental illness. Nobody in their right mind does anything like that. And to support that lie, you go as far as trying to get that boy messed over when this boy don't know nobody on YouTube like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, and we really need to, like, when stuff like that go on. That's why I don't play with the media. I never played with Facebook. I never played with, you know what I'm saying. Growing up, you done did. We all was young, but like as a grown man, I don't play with the media. You know what I'm saying. And Facebook will put you in jail. You know what I'm saying? One time I learned real quick. Miss T, about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, somebody posted something. It was a celebrity, but I call him every name but the child of God. You know what I'm saying? Facebook
Mm-hmm.
showed me real quick. Hey, look, it might be true, Mr. Johnson, but you playing. We gonna put you in Facebook jail. You can't say this about this. So Facebook, Miss T, showed me that I can't just go comment anything. It don't matter if it's a celebrity picture. I can't go and comment. So, yo, you can't speak your mind. I never was a person that go on my type of status. Like you can't go. Yeah, I ain't my timeline ain't like no King One. You can go back from 2011 and see what I did type as a stat. I don't vent. I never vented like that. I don't open up like
You're
that.
right, Denali. She is. She's a non-factor. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. I just, when I started, they started sending me all of these screenshots, and because I had not been looking at it, because I was told to stay away from it. But I started getting all these screenshots and these screen recordings in my, and I have to send the rest of it to my lawyer. In my inbox, it's like I this lady stops at nothing. The way that they did this lady had her in the hospital. The way that they talked about her, and you jealous of another sister, and you stop at nothing because y'all think y'all gonna be the only ones vlogging on the Young Dolls case. See, I already know what's going on because the what she's putting out, the girl who was harassing me for a year, that's what she was had in her emails for a whole year, verbatim. I ain't never met this girl. I don't know who she is. The first time I ever saw this girl was in court. I don't know her husband. I don't know nobody that she know. This is a lady that it appears to have psychosis also. And the only thing I know is that she said she came from Onan gang. That's what she said in the emails. I ain't never even met this lady. On the first time I saw this lady was when we was in court.
Mm.
And she sent me over 500 emails. The investigator subpoenaed Google and got the emails over 500. The judge saw it each about 10 to 15 a day harassing me.
For real, like I ain't meant to you. I learned like just knowing law. That's why people, man, people don't even know, man. Being American, it go along. You gotta know your laws. Period. You gotta take that stuff serious. You can't be playing with people. It don't matter if it's cyber. It's called cyberbullying and all that, cyber harassment, cyber stuff. They got laws for that. And them folks, man, can pin you right where you talk and lay your head at. I don't play with them folks. I don't play with my Wi. I just paid my Wi-Fi bill, Minty. I ain't playing with it though. I just paid my Wi-Fi bill, but I ain't gonna play with it. So that shit real talk. Hell, you talk doing all this and your what? I'm not playing with these folks, man. You can't play with these people, man. And it just, yeah, if you know, you know. But I ain't finna play with my life like that. Yeah, it ain't even that serious. But that's that's a lot of people in. It's a lot of people not here right now because of the same stuff. And I hate to say it's a lot of people not here right now because doing stuff like that. You can't do that to people because you got a fan base too. I'm talking about you got an authentic fan base though, real. So she probably can't never turn her camera on. Yeah, I mean, see, you can though. See, you authentic. You real talk with Tim. She can't, bro. She probably she when you she playing like that, she can't never turn her camera on. For real. If she playing like that, cause you got a real following. Yeah, it might be somebody to see her out. And oh yeah, you said yeah. you on that Tamara to pay? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They probably got their cigarette in the mouth. I'm gonna put them up, ready to box about me and T.
Mm-hmm.
For real, cause I ride with you for real. If I seen you, I ain't no number pure. I told you I where to get a picture. Real talk with Tamara. I didn't call it at Walmart or something. I'm just saying, like,
Right.
but
A lot of people feel like defamation is a lot of people feel like defamation is hard to prove. When I went over to the lawyer's office, before he ever even took my money, I had to pull up one of them, and he said it's definitely defamation and slander.
yeah.
He wouldn't have even taken it.
Mm-hmm. I just always looked up, like I look. You the type of person, man, T here. You like good news. You know what I'm saying? And my pops, he was one of them type of people, man. You know, bring something to the table. You feel me? If you know you the type of person you want to see people doing good in life, and you know what I'm saying, got a story to tell. And I always just felt good vibes and energy on this panel. You know what I'm saying? Coming over here, it was always authentic too. Like, and I respect you like OG from the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect you like one of you know. I don't look over me. You really, you know what I'm saying? I respect you like an OG from the city, and that's just what it is because you are, and when I say OG, I mean like before my time. You know what I'm saying? Before my time, came through the same little struggle. Went through this,
Yes,
everybody.
you can, Diane. I'm getting ready to send it to you. Go ahead, Magnanimous.
Yeah, you came from the real. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it ain't even So like that's it's just really relevant, but at the same time, it's easy for us to say, yeah, woo, woo, woo. But at the same time, that is your character, that is your brand, that's you. So I can, like I said, I when I seen it across my screen, I'm like, what? Who? What? And then it's very remedial, like on a real low level. Like I'm saying, I can't, like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get this off my thing. I don't want to see nothing. I ain't give you a click. I'm not even clicking on your stuff because the only reason I did click the first time was just to say, okay, what she said about Miss T. It was on something. What she said. Let me hear what you talking about. And I'm like, oh man, you a hater. You just hating, and you just trying to tear another person down, and you weird. You weird. You're being weird. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. No, it ain't authentic. It's not authentic. That's just what it is. It ain't authentic what she's saying.
Yeah, Blackwood News. She got his page suspended.
Dang. And it'll tell you that.
Well, somebody just sent me what she put up on her vlog that he and put me in his picture talking about we was in cahoots, that she got his page suspended. They said she listened for 20 days or something like that. And so when that's just crazy. And
Now
Blackwood
I know
News came in and
YouTube.
said it. Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube.
on Facebook. What
Oh,
you get this young man who out there getting it, enjoying what he's doing, the grime. He been doing this. He ain't in
mm-hmm.
cahoots with nobody on YouTube. You do this to him to try and perpetuate a lie, to try and cover what you did. That's
That's
evil.
weird.
That's
Mm-hmm.
evil.
Man, them folks just getting their raw information from the Memphians, man. And they running with it, getting taking running with it, or some people taking and using it as good fruit.
Blackwood
Or
don't bother nobody. A real easygoing mouth. Even when he came up on, I had asked him. He came up on my panel. I had seen him after Big Jug died. Everybody was asking him to come on their panel. So
mm-hmm.
I reached out to him. I was like, "Well, I use his stuff all the time. Let me see if he'll come up on my panel." And when I sent him a message, sure enough, he was like, "Sure, Tamara, I'll come up on your panel." And I interviewed him. I asked him about the crime scene, and he was like, "Well, hey, everything was already gone and stuff when I got there." And so I was like, "Well, since I use your information and stuff all the time, I use your videos. Just go ahead and promote your business and stuff." And so then I sent him a cash app. I told people to send him a cash app because we use his video all the time when we vlog on stuff in Memphis, because he's the first one on the scene trying to help a Black brother. He could strike all our pages, but he won't do it. So that's my gratitude, showing my gratitude to a young Black brother that loves the grime. He's been doing this now for over a year or longer, trying to
Now,
promote his video business. He be all down in New Orleans getting stuff on video. I just
yeah,
saw where he was just in a movie, an independent movie, because of the work that he does. They asked him to be in an independent movie in Memphis. He just got video of Tyler Perry recording raw footage of Tyler Perry doing his movie in Memphis. I'm proud of the brother.
mm-hmm.
And you do this to this young man, young enough to be your son?
And he respectful too, though. I seen when he
And he
came up.
very respectful, easygoing, mild mannered, laid back, very respectful.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just it's sad. That's why he came in. He was like, "Oh no, Miss Tam, no, Miss Tam, no. I can't believe that. I don't know nothing about nobody."
Yeah, man. I don't, what it is, it's like they playing with it. They thinking it's a game. They thinking everybody coming out of Memphis is something like, you know, no man, you can't like.
So she got both of his Facebook pages suspended for 29 days. God says, when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back.
Mm-hmm. Just hating.
When somebody told me, I was trying to see if that was true, I reached out to that young man via Facebook Messenger, and he was like, "What's going on? Who is that?" Because I was telling him, he was like, "I ain't never heard of that person." I said, "Well, that's what's being said, that me and you ran a play." He said, "No, Miss Tam, no. I'm out here just trying to get it. I've been doing this. This is my passion. No, Miss Tam,
Yeah.
that's not true. That hurt me. That's why I'm so mad. No, Miss Tam, no." That's what he kept saying. "No, I would never do that. No, Miss Tam."
He ain't even never been. He really genuinely was doing his own thing, like bro, like because I got I got people on my Facebook from the city, and I be seeing I was seeing him man from years ago always saying check on y'all people, man, y'all check on y'all people. Like I'm talking about been doing this. He have been doing this, and he wasn't even doing this on no YouTube level. He was just doing this on Facebook and
He said,
having a
"No,
page.
Miss Pam, I'm out here just trying to get it. I'm just trying to run my business up. This is my dream. No, Miss Tam, they defaming me like that. This is my business."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Diane, I sent it to you. Tam, she definitely gonna reap. God says, when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back.
All the time.
When I heard about this, when that started spreading, that happened to Kenny Money, I started shaking. Player Coach said, "Who said that?" I immediately started going on YouTube trying to look. That's when I started. I was like, "Dog, Kenny Money ain't posted in 4 hours." I was like, normally Kenny Money always posted. Then I looked at, I said, CEO Jills ain't even posted. So I was like, oh my God. So I sent Grove Hero. I got all the messages. I said, Grove Hero, is Kenny Money, something happened to Kenny Money? I sent him a message on Instagram, and I was like, oh, he answered me on Facebook one time that I reached out to him. So I found his Facebook. I sent him a message. I was like, I felt, I was like, dog, I feel desperate. So then I was like, oh, I sent Paper Route Woo something. And so then I saw Moochie Great posted. And I was like, and Moochie Great posted, I just painted my car. And I know all of them real tight. He was like, I just painted my car at Purple Gray. I was like, dog, he was just live. If something had happened to Kenny, Moochie Great he wouldn't be on here happy like that. You see what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
then I saw what Grove Hero looked at my comment on Facebook, but he didn't say nothing. So then I said, oh, rest in peace, Young Dog. So I was like, please let rest in peace, Young Dog answer me. So I said, rest in peace, Young Dog. Did Kenny Money get killed? Because the rumor is that Kenny Money was killed. And he was like, what? Who would say that? He was like, I'm getting ready to reach out to his mama right now. So then it took him a minute, and I'm steady searching, and I see what one person made a comment in Blackwood News saying they say that it's Kenny Money, right? One person, and that's what Blackwood News was reading. And so then that's when Rest in Peace Young Dolph reached back out to me and said, I just talked, it just came from the horse's mouth. Kenny Money, I talked to his mother. His mother said that he is not dead. So then shortly after that, after Grosvenor read them comments, that's when Kenny Money had posted and said, anybody looking for me, I ain't going nowhere but to the bank. He was in the airport. I was like, oh Lord, because I don't know if you was on that live. Magnate Mace will Player Co started calling the dudes in the hood. He was on live doing it. They was like, we ain't heard that.
Hell no. No, I ain't heard. Nah, your phone. See, when stuff like that happen, your phone get the ringing. Minty is stuff like when man, way before Dolph, my mama. When Dolph got sent up, my mama was the first person that showed me because she was down there in the city working. You know what I'm
Can
saying?
y'all hear me? Because D Nice says that he can't hear us. Can y'all hear me? Magnamish, you can hear me,
I
can't
can
you?
hear you, I can hear you good. But what I'm saying, like when stuff like that happen, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say when stuff like that happen, your phone get the ringing. Dang, did that? I'm like, what? Damn, like when Jill got sent up, it was people calling me like I'm related to you. Like that's just what happens when stuff like that in the city go down. You know what I'm saying? You gonna hear something real fast. But no, like I knew it was some bull junk, so I ain't pay attention. What it is, people over there watching Blackwood News, and I didn't watch Blackwood News, but what be going on? Hear people say a name, and he done said a few times, "No, man, don't tell me that, man. We ain't gonna do that. We
Yeah,
ain't."
that's what he was saying then.
Yeah,
And when
and
I
they
even
went.
messaged him, I was like, Blackwood News, are you on the scene? Are they saying that that's Kenny Money? And because he was on the scene, he did not message me back until later that night because I saw him post. They saying that a man standing on the bridge getting ready to jump on 240, right? So it
Mhm,
wasn't until after he left that scene, he was like, oh, no, ma'am, Miss Tam. It wasn't none of Kenny Money, but Kenny Money them had already answered, right? He was like,
mhm.
it was none of Kenny Money. Unfortunately, it was a high school coach that wasn't involved in nothing that got killed. He was like, that was so sad. That's what he
Mm.
messaged me back and said after he left the scenes for that night.
Real life info, real life fruit. And I'm gonna say this: they let the cat out the bag when they said Kenny Money name. That's really what it is. And like I said, he need to be watch. Y'all, they just stay safe and stay dangerous when you got to, and to protect yourself. And that's just what it is. I think they let the cat out the bag when they brought Brett's name up like that. Because I'm talking about when you got 10,000 people wondering Kenny Money did, that's a lot of people. So I think they let a cat out the bag just saying it, and I'm gonna say it. And I'm gonna be real. So he just need to lay low for a while, for a minute, and do his thing, but just lay low because they don't let the cat out the bag. He need to be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. And I like what they doing because it's people in the game, and on both sides being
Miss Diane,
respectful.
do you click the link? When you click the link, I don't know why it makes it hard for her to come up. Make sure that you turn on your microphone.
Yeah, it's stream yard. Sometimes it be your phone. You might try to get in the stream yard. You might gotta do something through stream yard. Sometimes you gotta select YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, his mom.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the live with Player Cobra. All of a sudden, me and Blackwood News doing a play on her. That's slander.
Mm-mm. Y'all ain't even thinking about the woman. Probably ain't even thought about her.
No, that boy be on the scene. His adrenaline be rushing. He trying to get the video. He don't even know that damn lady.
Yeah, for real.
But I think he might be able to get her because allegedly they said she claimed that he called her and told her that. That boy said he don't know that lady. So, but somebody sent me the video. I haven't looked at it yet. He might be able to use that because that's a flat out lie.
Man, salute to that man. Salute to him for real. Cause that's my turf. When they had Big J, Miss T, New Direction, Stacey L. Spencer, that was my preacher. Real talk. I use man. I been T. I'm all behind it in them in the in town suites. There been times I had to go lay my head over there. Like man, that hit home, and he out there. You know what I'm saying? He giving it to us. And they like, dang, that hit home, man. Like, no, Dolph did too. But I'm just saying, this stuff be hitting home. It do be real life situation to the point, like, at first when stuff go down, it be like, dang, like, cause it be on some, we remember when it would be on some like, cause it just be some weird stuff when stuff, but then you gotta come to your senses, like, man, they be real life situations. Even myself, I seen Juk and Gotti in flesh. You know what I'm saying? I caught them both at the same time on video. I got the video, but I'm saying like, you know, I'm like, dang man. At the end of the day, I seen these guys before. You know what I'm saying? Forget choosing sides. This ain't right, and that's just how I look at it. Like, dang, this ain't right. You know, we gotta just stop, and then you gotta just say, man, we gotta stop. Our people gotta stop doing this to each other and doing going. And you know what I'm saying? Because this is where it happened. This is the results when. And it go to the media. I think the internet is big. You can't play with the internet. The internet it ain't even the internet, man. It's you, man. You got to carry yourself very well and proper. And like I was always a young man. People say your appearance is everything, you know, and stuff like that. But it's just like you can't play with yourself, play with your life out here because at the end of the day, this is still your life. You still controlling that shell that you in, and it's like you gotta be very respectful because it's your reputation. Like I ain't my you know I ain't you know I ain't you know I ain't no. I had to learn, you know what I'm saying, stop bumping your head, you know what I'm saying, and I had to learn and look at it. Dang, the grass is green on the other side. I can make it though. I just have to mature. Stop always trying to be a part of the cool stuff. Cause we coming from Memphis, we had some lit times. It was good times going to parties, going to it was good times, you know. It was good times, you know. Memphis, we had good times in Memphis, but it's just like you get older, you know what I'm saying? Then you start having a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You get older, man. You can't be, man. I can't be out here living like a 20-year-old, and it's crazy because time fly like, and it might not get that in, but it just fly. And I'm like, dang, I'm about to be 30, and I'm like, dang. So it is real out here, and I just been respectful. It ain't about choosing no side. It's just about man, dang man, like
I'm doing good, Nine Beats. Thank you.
yeah, man, this is real life situation. And I know, like when I'm like, no, I can't even troll. Like I can't troll. I had to get to myself. Like, ain't nobody. You can't get up here just because Big J was your guy. I can't be being from the city getting on here because you said niggas ain't gonna forget what you say. And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, your reputation is everything. You don't want to be out here known. My family, they love me. They don't know me coming around taking from them. They know me for giving back to them. We have a good time, go home. Hate when I go home. Hug me tight when they see me and go. And it's just like a reputation is everything. You know what I'm saying? And I had learned that as a little boy. You don't want to be my pops. He taught me. He was like, man, you don't want to be little boy cry wolf. And little boy cried wolf, you know what I'm saying? You always bad, lying, you know what I'm saying? So I always had to, I'm glad I had good people in my life to keep me steered like, okay, you gotta stay strong. It's hard, stay strong, but and at the same time, like you gonna go through it, and it just I had learned, man, really just being respectful. That got me a long way. And I heard people say that, but being respectful is, Minty, I turn the radio down. It don't be that loud anyway. But if I even if I'm playing a song, I might be jamming out. I pull up to the gas station, I see old people, I'm turning the radio down. Respect is a good. It takes you a long way. It do.
Mm-hmm.
It takes you a very long way.
It takes you a long way. It takes you a long way.
Mm-hmm. So
It costs nothing. It costs nothing to respect people. And
real
like I
talk.
said, even more so than myself. You
Mm,
talk about Blackwood News, who is in his 20s. You know, a young man who, like I said, wanted to be a reporter. He didn't go to school to be one. He found a way to get him a camera and get his phone. He tells his story and
mm-hmm.
so proud of himself. Been doing this now for over two. No, it's been over to
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 years because he was on the dose scene. And he
Hey,
talked about how he get that adrenaline rush and this is his dream. And you try and bring this child down because I got kids that's in their 20s with a lie.
man. Yeah, it's real life situation right there. It's a real life
But
situation.
God says,
Y'all,
when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back. God going to get her back for that. I
oh
promise
yeah,
to God. Her and everybody that's putting them batteries in her back, they're going to get
yeah,
their get back for that because that's cold blooded. See, I'm a grown woman. I'm an older woman. So I already know how to fight, especially as it relates to this. I see a lot of, that's why I tell, a lot of my subscribers, they mad as hell. I go, that's okay. I know how to fight this. That's why you don't hear me saying much about it because I've dealt with gutter snipes before. Okay. And I guess the sad thing about it is it seems like everybody that has, just turned on me. I've been people in the past, I've had their backs. I've had that lady's back and I don't even know her. They was getting ready to launch a play and an attack on that lady about a year ago, and I wouldn't participate in it because she was talking bad about Dolph's children.
man, that's crazy. That's sad. Like you stupid low. You talking about people kids, man. Like I said, you don't talk about nobody kids. You know what I'm saying? That's weird energy, man. It just, man. It's like, dang, you got this big following and you really ain't even doing nothing with it. Like you the type to go to, you go to college and don't even do nothing with the degree. Like, girl, man, that's some low energy right there. Like, man, that's why I'm saying, like, some people know how to use it, some people don't know how to use it. And yeah, I just pray. We gotta just pray for her, keep it moving, and she gonna get what's done to go because that ain't cool. That really
It
ain't
ain't
cool.
cool at all. But if she could launch an attack on kids, who am I?
See, we live in a society. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You can talk. It's a way you can, like, from what I see, when these people go on these big platforms, it can be like a platform with the camera live. You see how Shannon Sharp doing his thing. You can bring up somebody, a situation or a name or whatever, or speak your mind. But it's a way you do things. Or if something happened or you really gave somebody something to talk about, to blog about you. But when you do it like that, now, like, she doing it in an illegal way. That's all I'm gonna say. She doing it like in a illegal way, in a way, because really you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you big, but at the same time you a whole person, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, she going to get personal pictures. This ain't no picture. You know what I'm saying, it's different if you all on the news,
It
Minty.
goes to show that even if somebody is putting a battery in her back, this is something that this lady had always wanted to do. It is slander, it is defamation. It has had me up under a lot of duress. She is saying that I am involved in a ongoing murder investigation, has been a part of a murder. She, not only that, she has put my life and my family's life in danger. My neck is hurting right now because of the stress. I'm getting ready to go to the hospital in a few minutes as soon as I
Hmm.
get up here because of the stress in the back of my neck caused by this lady. The duress that she has me up under, involving me in a murder, all because she wants to defame my character. Says I've been sleeping with married men. I'm a whore. I've slept with everybody on the department. This lady has put me up under a lot of stress. I got to go to the hospital.
Mm. Yeah. Go to go to the hospital, man. Build that, get that paperwork built up on her ass, and get medical. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, I forgot it. You gotta go. Yeah, go see the doctor. Yes, you been messed up, baby. Yeah,
Well,
she messed
my
up.
neck and stuff is hurting me so bad. My eyesight has gotten blurry. I'm just stressed out. Implicating me in a murder, defaming my character, making it seem like I've slept with everybody on the police department. You know, the men that I dated on the police department was not married. That's been years ago. But what if some of these police wives? I've been getting all of these threats, and I got them on my Facebook. It could be some of these women thinking I've slept with their husbands. Because this lady put out a lie on me, a lady that I don't even know.
Yeah,
This is what I don't even know. So I got to get off of here and get ready to go because I
all right,
was telling
Miss
my
C.
lawyer how I was feeling. I got to go, but I really appreciate you guys getting on today. I'm gonna make it out here to this hospital.
Salute.
Stress this lady has me up under, but I want you guys to know that I love you guys. I appreciate your support. I appreciate everything. I appreciate everything that y'all have been sending me when it's defamation, continuously, even though it makes me mad because I don't go to her page. Continuously screenshot it and send it to me. Okay. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.